Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live. How we all doing? Let me pull this out. Yo, ready for day 2? Let's go. 4 minutes until day 2 begins. How we doing today? BMD, what's good? Did it freeze? We'll wait and see. Wait and see. Draft starts in 4 minutes. Didn't think it was loading.
One that kind of feels like we should talk about here. We're in the second round. Doesn't seem like
What up? What up? How's everyone doing? Draft starts in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
something is going to come into play here that I sort of call the Tim Tebow effect, right? Which is if you bring Shador
Yeah,
Sanders
bear
in
with me.
backup,
Bear with me today. We'll be good, though.
his story on your football team.
We'll see how round 2 goes.
Everything, Coach Prime, everything
Will Johnson still a possibility for the Finns?
adds to the quarterback room.
Will Johnson is coming to the Dolphins. I guarantee it.
Biggest story in your football organization right now.
Noah with the $5 super chat
I'm just saying anyone making
for the NFL. Noah, my God, appreciate you. Thank you for the $5.
the largest story on the team.
Shador headed to the Saints. Guaranteed.
Sorry, but it's just hard.
That's Ian Rappaport's 2 cents off.
I hope the Browns, though.
So, I mean, let's just say he goes to Vegas. Tom Brady's in the owner's suite. I mean, Pete Carroll's been there, done that. I mean, Geno Smith
Redeemed 1v1. We'll do it.
wrote him off. He hasn't written
We'll do
back.
at some point.
I mean, unless
Angelo.
right in a press conference,
Appreciate the gifts.
nobody chime in on it. You know what I mean? Obviously,
Give me Will Johnson. Top player still available.
where they don't think again, he's LeVar Ball coming in and trying
Include Will Johnson, Mike Green, Nick Emanwari, Donovan Ezukaru, Shaven Revel, Shador Sanders still out there, Trey Amos, Mason Taylor. We got a lot of great players out there.
when it comes to Dion. A number of times people would say, Dion, oh, he's all about himself.
Jalen Milroe, Tyler Shuck.
That's on occasion window dressing.
Guys, where's Shador going? Where's Shador going?
He's going to mess with his son's career by clapping back at Pete Carroll? I mean, if they go to Vegas? Really?
Let's see.
So,
That's coach to coach respect it would be. I mean, that's what you're talking about. You're not going to do
Let me start a prediction.
clap back at Tom?
Where is
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. The
Shador
countdown's on the clock, folks.
getting drafted? Who's calling me? Scam likely, of course.
Telling him, and everybody's phones are
Saints,
because it's Tom
Browns.
here in Green Bay.
What's another destination? Jets. Give me another destination. 49. Oh, Raiders.
Biggest leap of their lives. Playmakers who have honed their
49ers. And then other. Because I have no idea who else.
defensive disruptors. His presence turns the game on its head.
All right, those are for the people over on TikTok. Twitch, sorry. The Bears. It's starting. Let's go. Let's go. I want to.
Where champions are made.
Give me Will Johnson. Will Johnson's gotta be the pick.
To Green Bay, Wisconsin. What a first night we witnessed last night. Over 200,000 fans.
Will Johnson to Miami. Come on.
Fans are all pumped in there.
Love the Grant pick. Love the Grant pick.
Falling here in Wisconsin.
Here we go.
Wisconsin for much of the day.
Mike, how we doing? How we feeling about the Jackson Dart pick?
70
Let me buy my Cam Ward Titans jersey.
and the Rams to the chat. They moved out of the first round of last night, but tonight we're all back on the clock.
Cam Ward, Oilers. Yes.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin, back on the air right here.
I'm getting a Cam Ward Oilers jersey.
And you, thankfully, with us, Rich Eisen along.
I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Sanders better not go to Miami. It better not happen.
At the end of the second. Good to see you, gents. Good to see you. Ready to roll. The Browns are about to be put on the clock. Shador Sanders is still sitting at the
Shador.
just waiting to hear his name called. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of other prospects waiting for the same your 2 cents going in tonight.
Will Johnson. Will Johnson. Will Johnson. Give us Will Johnson.
I love that. This is where value is. We've got receivers, we've got edge rushers, we've got tight ends. There's a few running backs.
I'm watching on NFL.
Tonight. There are starters out there and plenty of them. So I love this portion of
You won't get scammed.
particularly. Noise.
Are you saying there's some home runs? Because the balls are jumping off those torpedo.
Eagles fan, sorry for your loss.
What I'm thinking about is very quickly this, Joel Klatt. A number of guys last
Went past the first round, bruh.
thought they were going in.
How do you forget?
A number of guys that maybe teams don't have.
7 rounds, baby. Let's go.
They expect them to be starters. We're going to get plenty of those here tonight. Can't wait to see some of those names pop up. And where they end up, again, whether you're in the first round or the 7th round, this is your opportunity.
Yeah, this idea of building your championship roster, you gotta
The
have
Niners.
you gotta have
I do have a Joe Burrow jersey.
that's obviously the case.
Hey, XJ, appreciate the 95 bits.
They do because they have a lot of picks
Genty Raider.
in Seattle with 4 picks.
Might get a Genty jersey.
5 picks,
We're waiting to see where Sanders lands.
3 threes tonight. So those 3 organizations have an opportunity in a draft that we all think that there's a lot of starters in to really rebuild their roster and in a direction where they think that they can go compete for a Super Bowl.
And a lot of fun surprises in store tonight. Many of those who are announcing the picks are members.
What are you chewing? Cough drop.
25 years ago drafted. And also
I'm just trying to talk like Batman.
football teams, or sometimes both. Seth Rollins, WWE superstar.
Oh, Seth Rollins is announcing a pick. And who's the other guy? John Cena's announcing a pick. John Cena and Seth Rollins announcing picks tonight.
And put Cleveland on the clock.
Let's go, Green Bay. You ready? Round 2.
Let's go.
Last night,
Let's go.
1,000 fans were here, and millions more
Starting right now.
around the world as we welcome another 32 great
Dolphins are 16th tonight. We're the 16th pick.
by 32 players and legends who will select the next generation of stars to the NFL. Welcome them. These players represent the
Sabi
2000
R
draft
say
class
that Browns
on
may
its
get
20th
Tyler Shao
wedding
instead.
anniversary.
Sanders loudly
One of the
crying.
Ooh.
That draft brought us the first and only time a club had 4 first-round draft picks, 12 All-Pros, 28 Pro Bowlers, 1 Hall of Famer, and a quarterback who has become known as the GOAT. Yeah, you know him. Also on the stage, we have players from Wisconsin to represent this great state and great city. Green Bay, are you ready for round 2?
Let's do it.
Unbelievable. Great to see you are. Round 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft is officially open.
Let's go.
Rounds are now on the clock.
And the countdown has begun from 7 minutes down. There's 7 minutes per pick for round number 2 as opposed to last night when it was 10 minutes. And then when round 3 hits, it'll be 5 minutes for the rest of the draft. There's Andrew Berry in the Stay Game shirt and the coach Kevin Stefanski with the owner of the Browns, Jimmy Haslam, on.
Have to wait till 97. You a Giants fan?
I think there's a shot of the Miz on a plane.
I'm Batman.
On my show today, but somebody was snapping.
You know, Jim, I think Batman would want the Dolphins to take Will Campbell. Will Campbell is the W pick that the Dolphins need. The Dolphins need Will Campbell. We don't have a corner.
Now we're going to start seeing some other add for Cleveland to potentially modify some of the thoughts. The Browns fans who are looking forward to having somebody as generously talented.
Wouldn't mind Nick Wimwari either. Nick Wimwari is another great pick.
What's the pitch? What do you think?
Tez Johnson's gonna be a third-round pick, I think.
defensive side of the ball, but this feels offense. This Browns team,
I want Will Johnson, Nick Wimwari,
something we've been discussing in the run-up to tonight.
Chevin Rebel,
Conversation you have to have when you look at their
or Trey Amos.
You're not going to see Deshaun
Benjamin Morrison's another good one.
and Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. You got to believe at some point in time they're going to add one. Is that going to be now? Is that later on just to get a young quarterback in the pipeline?
We'd be good. We don't need Mike Green. We have enough pass rushers.
But I'm looking at some of these best
I also think Mike Green goes before our pick anyways. The only team I feel like we gotta watch out for are the Saints. Saints could possibly take Will Johnson from us. If Saints don't take him, I feel very good about him dropping to the Finns.
I keep coming back to the runner because of who Kevin Stefanski is as a head coach and a play caller. He wants to run the
The Browns getting Quinn Ewers. Tyler Shaw is gonna be this pick. Bet it right now. Tyler Shaw's the pick here.
himself. So when you think about how Kevin Stefanski wants to play, Nick Chubb doesn't look like he's going to be part of that going forward. They don't have that true lead runner right now. There are plenty of these runners that you're talking about. Two opportunities to get it here at the top of the second round. I expect one of these picks to be one of those runners. So
Who do you guys have the Browns take?
Like Shador Sanders or Tyler Shuck at quarterback. If they-
Tyler Shuck.
Then we got Henderson or Judkins from Ohio State. Two really good players. I saw a lot of them.
52% say other. 45% say Browns.
Tight end from LSU. So if they are going offense, in particular on the skills set, those are the names that you're
This is
basing
an
around.
NFL draft ASMR.
Of those names here in the
ASMR NFL draft.
side of the ball in both of these picks, and I would assume that they might.
Will Johnson to the Finns. The Saints are gonna take a quarterback.
On the clock, 10 seconds in.
I could see the Browns going with Tyler Shaw.
Last night from the Giants, so the Giants could move back into the first.
Nick Wimwari would be a solid pick.
First selection of the 2025 draft. There's some
See you later, Eagles.
miles
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
and hydrating and all that good stuff.
They lost Juan Thornhill, so they could take a safety.
Draft room in Berea.
when you've got two
Nick Wimwari.
pace yourself. You're not going to see the wild high fives. Oh, no, really? You got to stay in game mode because you got to see what's coming up next, who's going to be off the board, and where you're going to go with the next pick. And what I have nobody out of their seats. No one's out of their seats. And I just highly recommend that the
Sanders better not go to Miami. We don't need a quarterback.
do so. Yeah, you can always say in the room, and the GM likes the pick, you like the pick.
Well, I think we're going to get a monster ovation here in Green Bay in a matter of moments because I believe the Browns pick is about to be delivered by one and only Joe Thomas.
Ooh. Here we go. Who's gonna be the first pick of the second round?
Badger here to deliver the Browns pick.
Quarterback. I'm predicting Tyler Shuck here.
How about them Brownies? Here we go with the 33rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Your Cleveland Browns select Carson Schlesinger, linebacker, UCLA.
So they do not go offense. They do not go
Carson.
Sanders. They go of UCLA.
He clearly, to me, is the best available off-the-ball linebacker, and after him, it drops off a cliff. So they have to look at the board and said, if we have the opportunity to do it right now. And this is
Carson.
a tackling machine. His instincts exceptional. He's able to slip underneath blocks. Linemen aren't able to get to him because he sees it quickly and he's able to get underneath and get away from
It's a
it.
solid pick. He's pretty good.
Standing blitzer, the speed just jumps off the screen when you're watching him.
No way. Andrew Luck card tomorrow.
Show up in coverage as well. So Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah not being healthy, I think, factors into this season. But this
to me is about looking at what's behind this linebacker. If you wanted one, you had to take one now. That had to be the decision.
And you just mentioned pacing yourself with the 2 picks. I was thinking offense possibly for both of those.
Solid pick by the Browns.
You cover these teams very, very well.
They continue to beef up that defense, but haven't made a single offensive pick yet.
Probably should have played earlier.
Texans are now up. I think the Texans may go with Luther Burden here. I could see a wide receiver go off the board. Either that or offensive line.
Walk-ons play a lot earlier than this when it gets
I think offense will definitely be the pick here.
Star recruit. He was barely out of Oaks Christian. Oaks Christian is just 30 miles north of UCLA.
So
Christian and Chip Kelly gives him an opportunity to come down to UCLA.
who's the best offensive lineman?
Genuinely feel bad for Sanders. I hope
Luther Burden. Saints or Raiders?
Why are you not getting him on the field?
I can't answer for every coach, but I can tell you that I think that politics can
Sanders is not going to Miami.
remember the era of college football that we're in. There are promises made to players in terms of dollars and cents, that are out in the open now. But I will say this about Carson. He didn't care about anything.
Am I hungry? Sure.
Into an All-American
Send me a Big Mac.
in tackles with over 130 tackles.
I guess it worked out pretty well.
Texans made a pick.
Texans were eyeing. It didn't take them long. That pick came in
Luther Burden the pick here.
fast, and they've
That's my prediction.
obviously all night. The Houston Texans, who made the
15 more picks till the Dolphins are up.
C.J. Stroud's first 2 years. Last year, though, just a real tough time trying to keep him upright throughout much of the regular season. Is there anybody that is top of the second?
The Bears,
Help in that department?
I think the reason they got out of the
running back,
previously
Travion Henderson,
on the offensive line, and I don't know that much has changed here. I'm looking at wide receivers.
wide receiver for the Texans. Luther Burden.
Alum for the Texans.
Luther Burden.
Feels like home coming back to Wisconsin. Houston, it's our turn now. With the 34th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Jaden Higgins, wide receiver from Iowa State.
All right, so Nico Collins just got a new
Look at his comp,
member
Rich.
of the wide receiver room, and lo and behold, that's a Nico Collins comp.
Bruh.
Sometimes organizations like these same types of
Stop the Luther Burden hate. It's Jaden Higgins.
pop on that Iowa State team. Look, I watched him right after I watched Ted McMillan, and I did not
How tall is Nico Collins, guys?
think he actually does better than McMillan. Who's
Higgins is 6'4".
draft. He's got a different gear vertically down the field to separate for a big wideout. He's tough. He'll do the dirty work, working in the middle of the field. I love this fit. Good guy to learn from, a Nico Collins.
Justice for Shador.
Who just hopped into the 35th overall pick, the Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks traded up
Again, Raiders and Patriots. will take
a quarterback.
They won't announce a thing while we're paying our bills.
Verizon Small
Seahawks are just traded up.
Experts.
This could be a quarterback.
Yes, great. Nice surprise, huh? Ready to help. Serving up deals, advice,
They only have Sam Darnold under contract for 1 year.
even on the job.
Hey. Hi.
And making sure all your tech,
Let's take a look.
Or Nick Immanwari could be another pick.
21st to 27th. Don't wait. Get started today.
So Carson and Jaden Higgins to start the draft.
With a Sapphire Reserve card, you have access to all of it.
Who are the Seahawks going to take?
Whether you're eating the world's finest Hyundai shake or 5 courses of
Drew Lock.
you really can find anything in a city like home. Experience the world like an insider.
Sanders and Ryan actually sounds like
Make
fire.
more of what's yours.
Facts. Appreciate the 100 biddies, Irish. Iris.
I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless.
We got Seahawks. They jumped Cleveland.
Why you can play like this?
Then we got the Raiders. Raiders could take Will Johnson.
And I really like it when we both give
Gotta watch out for the Raiders, Saints,
cool smart bet.
49ers,
He's cooler on each side.
Rams maybe, and Cardinals.
Inside your head.
The only teams we gotta... Let me see. The only teams we got to watch out for a corner are Raiders, Saints, 49ers, Rams possibly. Oh no, they just picked up, maybe not, Cardinals. So 4 teams ahead of us need a corner. Currently ahead of us. Raiders, Saints, 49ers, Cards. Jaden Higgins. Is anyone getting a Travis Hunter Jaguars jersey? Shitter. Noah, my guy, with the $5. I was too excited about the draft picks yesterday. Tips for the Bengals: defense. Just go defense.
And the reason why I'm mentioning all this, the Seahawks used the 2 they got from Pittsburgh to trade up right now. So they took the 2 from Pittsburgh. They have another 2 of their own tonight. And they flipped a 3rd-round pick later on tonight to package with the
Moved up.
they got from Pittsburgh to move up into this spot, 35th overall.
Who's it gonna be?
Daniel, while we have a couple seconds, you want to
Nick Immenwari?
take a shot right here?
Well, I'm just looking at a couple things. I'm looking at Jonas Sabanaya was my last interior offensive lineman with a top 50 grade, and then my best available player is the big safety from South Carolina, Immenwari. So
Immenwari.
2 that to me make the most sense when you're looking at them.
That big, tall safeties sound like Seattle, right, from back in the day. So the Seahawks just popped in to the 3rd pick of the night. Just want to let you know that Nike and the NFL are teaming up to give fans and players an opportunity to connect like never before through the Rivalries program.
Announce the pick.
NFL rivalry games will be elevated over the next 4 seasons with specifically designed Nike
We're waiting on them.
fan gear to celebrate the occasion because, as folks here know, as they're going to be booing the Bears tonight, nothing brings communities together quite like a top-notch rivalry.
Why'd we go back to commercial?
And tonight, you'll be chosen into an NFL rivalry. A long-standing tradition of intensity, fury, and community. It doesn't matter what pick you are.
Come on.
Bulletin board material to another team and its fans. They'll do everything in their power to take yours. The only thing they'll want more than winning is seeing you not.
They traded the 2nd-round pick they got from DK and a 3rd-rounder to move up. But they have another 2nd-rounder. So they'll have 2 2nd-rounders this draft.
And you can remind them how much they have to fear.
So that sounds like a very familiar voice.
Here we go. Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman. We're into Seahawks colors too.
The next rival has been chosen. The Tennessee Titans have traded the 35th pick to the Seattle Seahawks.
Who is it?
With the 35th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Nick Immenwari, DB, South Carolina.
Nick Immenwari off the board.
Would welcome in a guy who
It's a good pick.
he could have played in the Legion of Boom.
No question. You see my comparison down there is Kyle Duggan. Think about the role in which to use
Nick Immenwari.
from Baltimore, where their head coach Mike McDaniel and that defense is very familiar how to use a player like this. When he's closer to the line of scrimmage, I think that's where he's most
Holy reach, what do you mean?
like you see right here.
Like the 20th best player in this draft.
Cleanly, he trusts it. He really shoots the gun and goes and makes plays. You want somebody that's reliable and physical in the alley? This is a guy who's 220 plus pounds who will get you on the ground. This is how the game is played right now. Quick perimeter passes. He's able to get
That secondary's nasty.
on the ground. You can blitz him and
Woolen, Witherspoon, Immenwari. Whew.
this defense. It's going
you go back to
That's a good trade up
that size and that look,
on Sanders to go to the Browns.
by what you're looking at,
Let's see.
faster. But I went back and we talked about this during the combine. The look of him is
The Browns are up.
80 safeties, those Steve Atwaters, Dennis Smiths, Tim McDonald, Ronnie Lott swinging back. Those
Well, and that's John Schneider.
No, appreciate the $5. The Jets.
He is the man
Probably tight end Mason Taylor.
in Seattle. All right, so the Cleveland Browns are about to select again. Their pick is in. Vegas is on the clock. We're now on Shador watch
Shador.
right now. In case you're just joining us, Carson Schlesinger, the linebacker from UCLA, was the first pick of
Nick Emenwari, one of my guys, went off the board.
We were talking, Charles, earlier that if they wanted Shador, they're going to mess around.
you're not gonna give someone else a chance.
So if they didn't take him,
Tadrick Hall, my man.
we're not about
And Noah Williams from
But here comes Joe Thomas out again with a
my cousin is Noah Williams from Pacifica College, Oxnard, California. He's a corner. Probably getting drafted today. Yo, that's sick. Come to the Fins. We need a corner.
36th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Your Cleveland Browns select.
Quinshawn Judkins, running back, Ohio State.
So they take one of the Buckeye running backs, and it's Quinshawn Judkins that's the choice of the Cleveland Browns. Daniel?
More of the hammer.
Jenkins to the Browns.
Travion Henderson going to get a little bit more in the pass game, a little bit more at the home runs. Judkins, to me, this is a player that reminded me a little bit of Sony Michel in terms of a guy who carried 200
Wow.
really well. He can do
Wow.
just real quick, shifty back, who gets his pads.
They passed on Shador 3 times.
He's a force. He's got excellent vision and feel, and watch him with the stiff arm right here.
Bro,
Which is something
Shador
did a lot of.
has to have had a terrible interview.
Joel, this Penn State game, he was Mariano Rivera. He was the closer in that ball game.
Raiders are up.
Of a 4-minute back. Time for Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. We look at those athleticism scores for the running backs in this class. Joel, not a surprise, 2 Buckeyes there at the tippy top.
He closed out that Penn State game, and what I loved about him last
No Will Johnson. No Will Johnson here. No Will Johnson.
was that he
To you, broski. Noah, my man. Gotta write your name on the board. Let me write your name on the chalkboard.
Ole Miss, and he came in and he got a lot of touches his first couple of years. I mean, a ton of touches. He led college football, and so he wanted a little of that responsibility to be shared, and he got that with Travion Henderson. I thought that they would have had a better year as runners if that offensive line would have stayed healthy with Josh Simmons, the left tackle, but it didn't.
And then
Got better and better.
Tadrick
all year long, and in
Benz.
particular when it came to his physicality in the blocking game. Travion Henderson was such a great blocker in pass protection, and that started to bleed over into Quinshawn's game, and that's one of the things, CD, that I think he's going to be very good at is an all-around player for Cleveland.
Is he going to keep running into Mason Graham in the hallway?
Man, you had to go there. You had to go there.
Where's Shador going?
Well, let's just say they're well acquainted after that.
Someone take Shador.
Less than 90 seconds to go. Las Vegas is taking, it appears, all 7 minutes right now. Although Miami just traded in, so that's potentially why they were taking all that time. That they were talking trade. So Miami now.
We just traded up.
To go, and the Raiders just traded out. Where is Miami? Miami is.
The Dolphins just traded into the Raiders pick. We're on the clock. Will Johnson, come to Miami. Will Johnson.
Miami
Will Johnson, please.
picks down, about 11 picks down in
Please, Will Johnson. Please.
this position. And again,
Please, Will Johnson.
obviously, when you've got
Get Will Johnson. He's right there.
each opportunity that we're
It's gotta be Will. It's gotta be Will. Will Johnson has to be the pick here.
mentioning it, so I understand there could be a little bit of fatigue of us mentioning it, but it is a story of this draft right now. Who do you
It's gotta be. Dolphins are on the clock, guys. The Dolphins traded up to the 37th pick.
Mason Taylor, and I'm thinking,
Give me Will Johnson.
how fun would that be? I don't know if that's a direction that they would look at. You can look at some of these offensive linemen. There's some Ursery teams out there.
I'll take Jonas Savaianea too. But Will Johnson! This could be a Will Johnson pick! Come on!
Remember Jalen Ramsey? They're talking about moving Jalen Ramsey.
Come on, please!
Miami is looking like they're rebuilding. And Chris Greer, their GM, came out and said, "We're not looking to rebuild." And here we are making moves.
Please.
Signaling it's not a rebuild. We're trying to get players.
We could go back to Michigan.
Give them our second, our third, and fourth.
Those are two compensatory picks in the third and fourth rounds that the Miami Dolphins send to Vegas, and then a 143rd pick when the fifth round comes back. So
Come on, Will Johnson.
Miami Dolphins pick,
Will Johnson.
a Wisconsin Badger coming up.
Will Johnson.
Trade here. The Las Vegas Raiders have traded the 37th pick to the Miami Dolphins. With that being said, the 37th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jonah Savaianaya.
Guard, okay?
Let's go. All right.
I'll take Jonah. We didn't take Will Johnson, but we got a guard. Let's go, boys. Rebuilding that O-line. Let's go, Jonah. Screw Liam Eichenberg. Jonah, welcome to Miami. Rebuild that O-line. Let's go.
Lose all that movement if you want to get out to the perimeter, as the Dolphins like to do.
Big offensive guard picked up. Fins up, boys. It's not Will Johnson, but we got ourselves a guard. Let's go, Will Johnson.
The Patriots are on the clock. Then the Bears choose twice with the Saints in between.
Favorite YouTuber, Noah, my man. Appreciate you.
About to cut a promo for the Bears here in Green Bay. Back with that in a moment.
Rebuild that O-line.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies. Like, he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Staycon Barkley.
Oh, man, struck my uniform. Whoever did.
Oh, man.
We're protecting two at all cost.
Remember all this. Relax, Rook. When things get intense, you get insights. Surprise.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide.
We'll take it.
Goldilocks didn't crave porridge.
W. We don't have any corners, though.
First, he drove the Raiders 2,500 Rebel.
Let's go. Jonah Savannah, welcome to Miami.
Next, he took the Ram Charger deep into the woods to flex his artistic muscles. Then he fired up the Ram RHO for a little joy.
Love it. Love it. Our corners are going to be so bad, though.
Turn the offseason on again with the NFL app. Your home.
Great first two picks. Rebuild that O-line and D-line.
Plus, for more access for the plays, all in one place.
I like Jonah Savannah. He was like a top 5 guard in this class.
To benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit stjude.org.
He was like the best guard that was left in this draft.
And tune in to the 2025 draft on NFL Network.
Let's go. Let's go.
Linda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart.
No Liam Eichenberg. Thank you.
You get it back from Todd. Todd's a joy.
Yes,
Todd really is a great.
One in Milrow to the Fins.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when.
Jonah Savannah. Let's go.
It'll be on my side.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story. Take control at ready.gov/olderadults.
Appreciate the follows.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
Hey Tyler, how are you?
Pretty good.
Sanders will go to the Saints.
Free and supportive adult education center.
It's possible.
Keep up with every pick on
I think the Jets go tight end.
presented by Lexus and the latest
Sorry, yeah, Jets. No, I appreciate the $5. Jets going tight end.
Texans, Seattle, and the Patriots left on the clock. Who are the Patriots the Browns have found defense.
You never know, we can trade back up.
It was going to be heavy offense. So, but Schlesinger, I understand the more I looked at it, just because of the lack of depth behind him at that position.
I guess they could have taken somebody who went offense and defense in the same player.
Well, and remember, so
Going one of those, that ship is sailed.
Not in Cleveland yet. Not NFL draft.
you don't think so?
Pal.
The Miami Dolphins select Jonah
Sean said
Savai
a nice piece of red meat for a while.
Guard, okay?
When he does the OA, when he scores.
I'll take Jonah. We didn't take Will Johnson, but we got a guard. Let's go, boys. Rebuilding that O-line. Let's go, Jonah. Screw Liam Eichenberg. Jonah, welcome to Miami. Rebuild that O-line. Let's go.
To me, this is you got to help him out. You give him some more firepower.
Who are the Patriots taking?
Which one jumps out at you?
I mean,
Shador?
the burden is explosive, so I like him. Knowles a very similar player, right? So you know those two guys, you got your pick. But then I love Travion Henderson. His electricity as a runner, but then you can throw it to him and he'll block. So he's an every down back. I think that he would fit right there. We just saw his teammate Quinshon Judkins come off. And normally when you see those guys that are closely evaluated, one of them goes and then the next one goes pretty soon after that.
Well, I think what you brought up, though, is they have to have someone that scares people. They haven't had people on offense scare anyone in a number of years.
Dallas running back.
Up and respect New England. No one stays up an extra hour preparing for New England. That has to change. Travion Henderson's the type of player that makes you have to start having that worry.
Here comes the commissioner, James White, the former Badger who scored the first ever walk-off touchdown in Super Bowl
To
overtime.
help make the New England Patriots.
Who are the Patriots taking?
He's going to come out
We
later.
have with us Special Olympic athletes Xavier Goff and Unified Sports partner Reed Turner. Both are Unified Flag football teammates from Special
Patriots pick is in.
Reed, Xavier.
That's neat.
Special Olympics is one of the league's Play 60 community partners funded by the NFL Foundation. The NFL and Special Olympics team up to provide opportunities for athletes of all ages and abilities to get active through unified flag football. This allows individuals with and without intellectual disabilities to play on the same team. Xavier, Ray, you got the stage.
With the 38th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select
Travion Henderson, running back, Ohio.
Travion Henderson to the Patriots. Build that O-line. Travion Henderson. Shador can go to the Saints. That's the next logical destination.
They are going to be running the football for the New England Patriots.
See my comparison.
Trayvon Henderson.
Think about how unbelievable he was, not just as a runner, but in pass protection, and someone who has the speed to hit home runs. How about this in the Rose Bowl? Once he gets to the corner, you can forget about it. He is absolutely gone. You want to use him in the pass game, not just in the screens as you see here. You can get him out in the route as a route runner. Here he is on a double move, a little sluggo, creates the separation. You get yourself a home run, but this is the good stuff. This is the put your feet up on the desk and enjoy. Watch him in pass protection. So when you look at the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel head coach, Josh McDaniels, it's like going back in time. Think about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, James White. They've always had running backs with value in the pass game.
What I love about Travion is that he started out gangbusters as a true freshman, and he was highly recruited, but then he went through some, I'll say he lost confidence, went through an injury period in his career. He developed
Where's Will Johnson going?
that helped him to come back and be at his best this in his last year. And I tell you, you want to see somebody with just a fierce mentality in pass protection. Like you said, that's the good stuff. Do you love football or do you love being a football player? This guy loves football. You can tell when he's blocking in CD. It's just gravy when he gets the ball in his hand, and he's electric outside the numbers.
I think you guys covered it quite well. Drake May is the object of their affection. You've got to take care of him. With Travion Henderson, you do it two ways. He can stay on the field, and you're not worried about pass protection. He keeps your quarterback upright, and he hits the home runs that Daniel talked about. One last time, guys, look at that roster, and you tell me who scares you. Travion Henderson becomes a guy now you have to consider that maybe there's a little fear.
We traded up, yes, sir.
Buckeye just drafted a Buckeye, right? And did Josh McDaniels have something to do with the Ohio State defense a little bit this year? Or he was connecting with the team a little bit?
He's an Ohio guy.
He certainly is familiar.
I think he was connecting with an old Michigan quarterback.
Maybe. I don't know. So check it out.
The Bears are up.
The Chicago Bears.
6 Buckeyes, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
First 38.
What about the
run?
What about the first 18?
I think there was 3 Wolverines, but the Buckeyes had the most first-rounders, Rich, if you're not counting. I'm counting.
Johnson.
That was 4 in the first.
I think the SEC
Since then.
Well, actually, if they do.
Big Ten just taking like 26 of the first 30.
Great pick by Fins, yes, sir. I'm good with it.
I thought they might go running back, but those 2 Ohio State running backs just go right in front of them. They get the tight end need checked off. Right. Big time player there. I look on the defensive side of the ball, D-line, edge guys, DTs. There's a lot of valuable players there. I'm just going off.
We can trade back up, just saying.
And you've got Alexander, a DT from Toledo. You've got Mike Green, who's a first-round player all day long. If you are comfortable with some of the situations we've talked about off the field. Izaraku, the edge rusher from Boston College. I mean, you've got Landon Jackson from Arkansas. There's a lot of options here for edge rushers.
So the pick is in for the Bears. The Saints are on the clock.
The Bears.
Go again. Jets
Bears pick is in. Shador can be coming up.
here in Green Bay on night.
I think Bears fans were hoping that one of those backs was going to get to them right there. And they
Yep.
didn't make it. So the run on Judkins and Henderson, now that's the fans. That's maybe not the front office, but I think that a lot of people were hoping that either Judkins
No.
or Henderson were going to be in Chicago.
And the interesting part is we've talked about these new
What do you think about the Louisville quarterback? I like him.
places. They are leaning into what that
He's just a little old and injury prone.
in Jacksonville early.
Other than that, he's good.
Now, if you think about what they've done already, could they continue to add offense here? Continue to go with that, go that way with their
Giving answers to young quarterbacks. Think about what all these teams are doing. We're seeing it with New England, who just selected. We're seeing it all over the place.
Was that Antoine Randall L who was celebrating with Ryan Poles in the?
I didn't see. I was looking at the depth chart.
That might give you an indication where they're going with the pick. Oh, they're booing Des White right now.
Doesn't seem phased.
No, well, I mean, I think he took the wrong turn coming out of the tunnel. Unless that's kind of a wheel route.
Chicago, where you at?
Let's see who it is.
All right, simmer down.
Simmer down.
With the 39th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 2025 NFC North champions, Chicago Bears, select Luther Burden III.
Luther Burden to the Bears. Wow.
So now we know why Antoine Randall is all fired up.
Wow. Luther Burden to the Bears.
Talents to a loaded young offense.
He's my best available receiver. I thought he had a chance to go in the bottom of the first round. A very loose, dynamic athlete.
Shador Sanders could be here.
Screen, DJ Moore. It's funny how this always happens. These guys end up being teammates, but it's because of what he does after the catch. I mean, with Loveland, who they've already got, now you get another one. You've got playmakers who can get vertical, but also guys who can make you miss and create after the
I'll be right back. I gotta get a water.
Some incredible body control from him down the
This is
field.
my. Yo, Noah, my man. Appreciate you. Who do you think the Broncos go with? Because they need a running back.
I think he's going to be fine as a route runner. But, man, they got a lot of weapons with this offense, CD.
No doubt about his time.
So my next top running back might be Caleb Johnson from Iowa. Caleb Johnson, Cam Scatterbo, and Dylan Sampson are the top ones.
Watch the ability now after the catch.
One of them.
Not only do you make people miss, you put it in the painted section of the end zone and go and celebrate your teammates.
Throw cancer, it might be. I'll be right back.
Take a look at Jaden Reed. Just comes underneath. You miss, he goes. Finds his way, and with a little power this time, gets to the end zone. These guys are big-time players. And now he goes Chicago and adds to the overall weapons with Colston Loveland last night.
Let's talk Saints. They're on the clock. 3 minutes to go here. Look, Derek Carr might not play this year. What's going on with his shoulder? He may not play with the Saints ever again. Who knows? There's a lot of chatter surrounding that. Spencer Rattler had some time last year, and then who might they draft, if any, quarterback tonight? Ian?
Rich, the Saints do, as you mentioned, have uncertainty, significant uncertainty surrounding the Derek Carr situation. He may or may not need surgery on his shoulder, may or may not be ready for the start of 2025, may not play at all in 2025. We would like to...
All right, Saints.
No answer yet.
Saints now.
A little bit right now is how seriously the Saints view this. Do they need a quarterback, or are they confident that Derek Carr could potentially be back? We know they have had eyes on Tyler Shough, among others. We will see what the Saints end up doing.
What would you suggest, Daniel?
Well, I mean, if you're going to go get a quarterback, Shedeur Sanders is my 20th overall player.
Shedeur!
So to me, just where they played what you saw on the field last year, that's the direction I would go. Shough is bigger, he's stronger, he's a little bit better, but to me, the tape with Shedeur Sanders was better than the Tyler Shough.
And you mentioned playing indoors before when we talked about the Raiders and Shedeur Sanders. I do believe
Shedeur.
He won by anticipation much more than he did by an arm and a physical stature and one of a big weight. So Shedeur Sanders kind of emulates that.
Could Shedeur go to the Saints?
We'll see if it turns out that way.
I was just going to say, like, when you're talking about just places,
This could be the Shedeur pick.
Kellen and Shedeur share that, in that they have to be anticipatory in order to threaten outside the numbers and down the field because they don't have just like rocket arms. Now,
By the way, Shedor's arm compared to Kellen's is a howitzer.
Yeah,
all right.
I was just going to say.
And that's not just to take a shot at Kellen. Kellen won 50 games in college. He's 50-3 and beat a lot of big-time people by all the things you're describing, Joel Klatt.
It'll be interesting to see.
Here it is. Who is it?
This is the moment for the Saints. What are they going to do? Bears are on the clock.
Is it Shedeur?
Niners, Cowboys, Colts.
Is it Shedeur?
Last pick to choose for the first time in this draft. The Rams will have at it here in Green Bay. So we are full. Getting full again. So chilly night. Thankfully the rain has stopped. That's probably helped out.
This could be the Shedeur pick.
We just watched 7 new draftees announced tonight. None of them a quarterback. 2 of them were running backs. 2 of them were wide receivers.
Here we go.
Saints pick right now. Ryan Ramczyk, Wisconsin alum.
What's up, Green Bay? Do that nation, I see you. All right, with the 40th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Tyler Shough, quarterback, Louisville.
What?
Co-quarterback. They go with the 25-year-old from
Tyler Shough over Shedeur?
his dream is being realized.
Shedeur's not even the 3rd quarterback drafted.
Shough as the choice for the 3rd quarterback taken in this draft.
Oh my God.
Right into a starting job with the New Orleans Saints. I think he's got
What is going on?
and win that position, get on the field and be their week 1 starter. He's incredibly bright. I mean, he's got 4 degrees. He's been in college for quite some time.
But that means he put it to good use because he could have gone to college and just gone to class and not worried about it. He made sure he got degrees. Give him credit.
Yeah, and look, durability is something that you discuss.
Wow.
But here's the physical traits, the size, the arm strength. He can drive the football big time. Also shows the ability to take a little off, get some touch, layer the ball down the field, drop it in the bucket. He's a very talented thrower. You're going to get some pressure. You need to drop your arm angle. He's comfortable doing that with plenty of velocity.
Can't believe it.
And here's some of the, again, those other arm angles and body positions that you find yourself in. He's a gifted thrower. To me, more so than the age, it was the durability.
Bro might go undrafted.
Some other teams struggle with, but guys, I'm telling you,
Over Shador Sanders.
when they start the season.
How about a lot of kids went to school for 7 years?
And then you can hop in there. Look at that nugget. The Saints have never drafted a quarterback that went in to start a playoff game for them. Never. Can Tyler Shuck be the first? Again, you look at Texas Tech and Oregon and his long journey, he's played for, the injury he's come back from. He is 25 years old. I mean, this is his moment.
The Bills traded up. They're taking Shador.
Kellen Moore coming off of a championship in Philadelphia as the OC, getting his first run here in a division that, you know, the Saints feel is theirs for the taking.
The Bills traded up, by the way.
Talk about, a fortunate.
What are the Saints doing?
Terrible for all of us. He doesn't have a COVID year. He never gets to that last year of college at Louisville, which is where he finally showed he could stay healthy and have a really productive year. He was very good last year. Very good. Tall. He's got a good arm. He's very smart. All of those things for Tyler Shuck. And when I look at this, think about this. Shador Sanders played for one head coach his entire life back to Little League. Tyler Shuck played for 5 head coaches in college football. You know, so you talk about adaptability with CD. He's certainly going to come down there and be one of the more mature guys in the locker room right away.
And you mentioned having that last year. He ends up with Jeff Brom.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Good quarterback tutor. And from his standpoint, the injuries were flukes along the way, not necessarily meaning that his injuries.
Don't be Will Johnson.
The Bears just off of their second round draft choice tonight. By the way, choosing Luther Burden III, as I should mention that the Bills just traded up just to wrap up the Bears for the moment, because we're going to see them again shortly later on. That wrapped up the choosing.
Boo. This is Shador.
That was the last pick of the Bryce Young trade. So Luther Burden III, part of the trade that also allowed them at some point to get Caleb Williams, and then they drafted Roma Dunze with their own pick just to see how a team.
That's crazy.
NGL Sanders isn't bad, bro. TS is just crazy cuz he has very high talent and deserves
Yeah.
better. I hope whoever gets shows his potential like a real man. Number 2.
Maybe the Jets get him.
So if I look at my top 50, a couple guys here. You're looking at Jalen Noel from Iowa State. You've got Jack Besh from
Who the Bills taking?
Kyle Williams from Washington State. Those would be the 3 highest.
Might go wide receiver.
So the pick is in for the Buffalo Bills, who have only won the last 5 AFC East championships. We'll find out who they are trading up to get. The New York Jets are now on the clock. Maybe the Bills just went ahead and just poached whoever they thought the Jets were going to get.
Well, isn't it interesting? Just a year ago, people thought the Bills were vulnerable going into the season.
Not just people. I'll raise my hand. I had to offer an apology on my show.
Everyone thought the Jets were coming, right? Could Miami be the team?
Right.
But Josh Allen accepted that challenge last year and said, I've seen Patrick Mahomes do it. It's my turn now.
Who the Bills taking? Wide receiver.
As Daniel's talking about with receivers, other things.
Mike Green, maybe.
Josh this year. Last year they asked him to carry. He did and did it well. Maybe give him a little extra taste this year to make his burden a little bit easier.
Sometimes the reason why you're waiting for a pick to be announced is they can't find the person who was supposed to announce it.
Especially after a trade.
Lee Evans was sitting back there going, I don't think somebody would have tapped Seth Rollins on the shoulder and say, not yet. Because he was already out there. Oh, he was pacing.
I suspect they tapped the Jets.
We're waiting to hear the pick. Go for it.
I would just throw out the question. I mean, are they not getting over the hump because they don't have enough for Josh Allen, or they don't play enough defense? Because they've scored plenty and can't get a stop in the key moment. They went Maxwell Harrison in the first round to try to shore up that defensive side.
That's to replace Kyrie Elam, who they swung and missed on.
So
among other things.
Maybe they go defense here. You know, shore up that side.
They need more pass rushers as far as I'm concerned. Greg Rousseau hasn't cracked double digits yet off of the edge. Epinesa is a good player off of the edge, but again, you're not getting double-digit sacks. And Von Miller was supposed to be that closer. He's not going to be around.
That's crazy.
Each guy would make a lot of sense to me.
Mike Green. Who is it?
We got a trade. The Chicago Bears have traded the 41st pick to the Buffalo Bills. And with the 41st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select TJ Sanders, defensive tackle.
They went defensive tackle.
Yeah, that one surprised me. TJ Sanders, one thing is you have with him is you have some inside pass rush. Charles, you talked about that edge rush. I think they're hoping Bosa's going to come in there and help them with that a little bit. Now you got somebody with the versatility to move up and down the line of scrimmage, and they hope can be a disruptive force inside.
This is Sean McDermott saying, I want to help Ed Oliver. Right? He wants to get Ed Oliver more one-on-ones, more opportunity to pressure the pocket. He wants an extra running mate for him. Here's
The wrong Sanders. Should have been Shador.
Just moved up a bunch of spots to select the Carolina defensive tackle and add him to this defense that they drafted Maxwell Harrison last night and then Joey Bosa. Hey, Daniel, if I told you TJ Sanders would be the first Sanders drafted in this draft,
I don't think I would have bought that one.
My word. And the Shador's just staying loose, waiting to get that phone call. Back to Wisconsin.
The Jets take him.
The Jets selection.
What pick did the Bills trade up to? TJ Saunders, the official pick. Who do we have the Jets taking, Shador? No, my man. I'm just gonna say the Jets take Shador. Shador must have had the worst interview of all time.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of stop short of amazing.
AI is old.
Shador right here.
Mental intelligence. That's the future. Picture your perfect apartment. Watch this. It's in my head, and now it's up there. Oh, apartments.com. Place to find a place. Oh.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This stuff works on big lawns, small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
Verizon Small Business Days are back. Our experts? Closer than you think. Serving up deals, advice, and more.
Hey, hi.
April 21st and 27th.
Let's take a look.
It started today.
Katie, you work here? Whatever, kid. Take notes. Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
Rise and shine.
We're here, baby. Let's get it.
GMFB is live from LA, and we've got all things football.
They just don't lose.
If that's your jam, this is for you.
Good Morning Football, Monday at 8 on NFL Network.
Mike's not muted.
Coming up Monday on the Inside, the news from around the NFL, plus live team reports and expert analysis.
It's not muted.
Only NFL Network can deliver. Catch it all Monday at 7 Eastern on the Insiders.
Well, let's check in on the draft buzz presented by Goodyear. Look at that picture that we're sending back to you from Wisconsin right now. Ian Rappaport, take it away. Potential
landing spots for
Shador, Cowboys.
Sanders, who has not yet gone tonight. Start to look at Shador Sanders' potential backup, not a starter. So the teams coming up here who have done work on the backup quarterbacks that kind of clump right in the middle. The Dallas Cowboys have, the Indianapolis Colts, who do have an open quarterback competition with Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. They have done a ton of quarterback homework. And then at number 48, you have the Las Vegas Raiders. Remember, obviously they traded back in the round. They are still considering Shador Sanders.
Shador.
He ends up going, if not the Steelers, in the third round, a possibility.
And then, of course, there's been mention that if the Rams are in the
Yeet.
steering wheel down the road department, they do choose after the Colts. So the Rams are 46th overall in this draft.
My cousin's TJ Sanders, really?
To come back from commercial break for their selection that's already done, and then the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. The Niners have selected as well. So there's a couple of picks to get to, and so I guess there's like planes stacked up like in Newark. So let's get the Jets selection. John Abraham coming out from the 2000 draft class with the 2025 pick.
Shador.
The 42nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Mason Taylor, tight end, LSU.
Here we go. So the Jets do go tight end after passing up opportunities in the last two drafts. And it is Jason Taylor's kid, the Dolphin great, playing for the Jets.
They're going to ruin his career.
They wanted a tackle and a tight end. I thought if they went tackle first, they might have a tight end like Mason Taylor there. If they went tight end first, I didn't think those tackles would
Tech Noob Days. Appreciate the $1. No, appreciate the 5. Jets do need a tight end. Yeah. Pittsburgh don't even have a second round pick.
right on the field at LSU. Caught a game winner against Alabama. Freshman here he is. You see him stretching out down the seam. He's got outstanding hands. Just tracks the ball naturally. And it's not bad when you've got a Hall of Famer.
Shiloh Sanders definitely not getting drafted.
My dad was a pastor. My uncle was a fireman. So I'm blaming them for why I didn't ever be. It wasn't a good football player.
Look at those pictures.
But both of them put out fires. Your dad and your uncle. But here's the thing I'm thinking about. You guys have said it multiple times. What are we getting out of this draft, Joel Klatt?
Starters.
Okay, you look at the Jets depth chart right now. Jeremy Rucker is the starter right now. He's going to come in right away, Mason Taylor, and compete hard to be the starting tight end for the New York Jets. And that really helps Justin Fields as he acclimates to New York.
Here we go. Could the Niners take him?
Niners are sending Julian Peterson from the 2000 draft class out to announce the 2025 pick.
Bay Area! Bay Area! Bang, bang, 49ers. With the 43rd pick in the 2025 class,
Shador.
49ers select Alfred Collins, D-tackle.
Another D tackle.
It's interesting to see how they're rebuilding this defense with the 49ers. Michael Williams in the first, come back with Alfred Collins.
The D tackles. There's a bunch of them this year.
Not necessarily
Alfred Collins.
but this is a massive man at almost 6'6", 330 pounds. CD, he's
When's our next pick?
point of attack, a very physical player. You can kind of see where the Rams have gone with a physical approach. It looks like the Niners are trying to mirror that here.
And 1 year of pure.
I don't think we have any more picks.
Right, Joel? Because he was sitting back behind some big guys. Devondre Sweat was
Dolphins don't have any more picks today.
Byron Murphy in Seattle. He had some players, but this guy, I think, is a big, physical, massive guy. And now you got to go ahead and deal with him in the NFC West.
The Cowboys just made their selection. When we come back, we'll get that.
Cowboys get Shador.
And we welcome the Rams to the 2025 draft.
The Cowboys have to take him.
Their first pick. Who are the Cowboys celebrating and pounding the table for? That's next. This
Cowboys getting Shador.
live on NFL Network.
It's time to get the show started.
I lived in Italy. That was where I started building my passion for football.
was a hard football journey. Being a zero-star recruit really taught me to put my head down and just keep working.
Playing for Dad, not only is he the coach, we represent him on the field. Draft night will be legendary.
Is it your door? I hate the Saints. Pickup is amazing. Overrise. I like the Bears' second pick much more than their first.
With Chase, you can get a debit card for your kids' independence. And parental notifications. So you can keep an eye on how they're using it. Still on budget. Control for parents, freedom for kids. That's family banking from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team.
Appreciate the Ray Duster.
You can't go.
This is a big call, Christian. Big call, biggest call of your life. Wood or tile fence? Which one you gonna do? This could make or break the whole kitchen. Call a timeout. Sky. You sure?
Sure door.
And a decisive win with the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's.
Wait and see where Shador goes.
Today you enter the real world, ready for whatever lies ahead, except for the following, which you are likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to a 9-to-5 job, doing your taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off a duvet cover, realizing you're never gonna go to the gym. This guy knows what I'm talking about. In summary, life is hard, but saving money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive is easy. Oh yeah, deciding what's for dinner every night for the rest of your life.
Sunny days, Sun Cruiser vodka iced tea.
Yeah.
I you drugs. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Confidence is everything. When your confidence is right, you know, they say look good, feel good, play good. I trust Invisalign because I truly have my smile exactly how I've always wanted it. Invisalign, trusted by the pros.
All right, we've gotten to the point where the best available are still in the top 20. And is about to be pick 44. Will Johnson.
Pick 44.
Honestly, one of the best Wolverine corners in recent memory. The knee injury is caused.
Shador.
Shador Sanders is sitting at home, not too far from where the Joneses and the rest of the Cowboy brass are congratulating one another over a choice we're about to hear. And it'll be a nice moment. Travis Frederick is about to come out, the Wisconsin Badger, to announce his pick. What do you think, Daniel?
Well, Jerry Jones and the group there has said running back isn't as big of an issue inside their building as we may think it is outside the building. So if I'm going to cross that off the list, I'm looking at edge.
Shador.
That's the one that makes the most sense to me. They got the interior offensive lineman already in Tyler Booker.
Let's check it out.
Hello, Wisconsin. With the 44th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Donovan Ezeraku.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick by the Cowboys.
Hey, you talk about production. We've talked production versus traits with the pass rusher. This is the production side. This is why he was my 30th overall player. I thought that's value where they got him there at pick 44. He's got a burst, and when he gets to the top of the rush, he can really bend and he can finish. That's one of the great separators with the pass rushers in this class. We've got guys who are disruptive, but they're not great finishers. This guy can do it, and he can do it, Joel, with a variety of pass rush moves. You see the spin move here. He has a great
Very rare W from Jerry. That was a great pick.
how they set him, and he can adjust. There's a lot of early wins there as he joins this Dallas Cowboys group.
Just a three-star recruit going to Boston College. 22nd ranked player in the recruiting class for Jeff Harris, who was there at Boston College, who is now here in Green Bay as the defensive coordinator for the Packers. So you know he's gotten what I feel like is great development there. And yeah, production, CD. 16 and a half sacks has led the Power 4.
And you guys have made the point about these quarterbacks staying the extra year.
So where could Sanders go? Maybe the Colts. Colts can take him. Rams can take him. Cardinals could take him. Vegas coming up again.
He should play it because he had the NFL on his mind too much. This year he let it come to him, let the game flow, and now he's a Dallas Cowboy.
This nugget comes courtesy of Jack Andrade, NFL Network researcher, just got in my ear. I'm going to blame this one on you, Jack. Just told me that with Ezeraku and Abdul Carter, those are two Jersey-born players to rush the passer in the NFC East now, who grew up rooting for the Eagles, playing for the Giants.
Is he calling his end game here?
And now the Dallas Cowboys. So send all your hate tweets to @Jack Andrade, right? Is that what it is, Jack? Is that what it is? Okay. Jack in the box. Whatever. Very good.
Run on defensive line.
Let's see. Colts pick.
I mean, who do you think is going to come out here in Wisconsin? That's Jonathan Taylor.
Wisconsin, what up? Man, it feels so good to be out here. Didn't have the opportunity in 2020 due to circumstances, but I'm back in Wisconsin. It's always a good time out here, man. Huge shout out Salem City, man. This is a dream come true, but Colts Nation, let's find out who my new teammate's gonna be, man. Let's go. Let's keep this train rolling on day 2. And with that being said, with the 45th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, my Indianapolis Colts select JT Tuimoloau, DN, Ohio State.
Didn't do much homework on that guy.
And I know the production wasn't there all the time, but boy, he can wreck a game. You just go back a couple of years to what he was able to do against Penn State, in-state college. Very smooth, really good at the point of attack.
Will Johnson. Donovan Jackson was a solid pick for the Vikings.
In the middle of the year, JT Tuimoloau and his rushing mate Jack Sawyer.
I thought they were going to take Malachi Starks. Will Johnson, what's going on?
How they were going to rush the passer after they lost to Oregon. Jim Knowles, their defensive coordinator, Ryan Day, they all got in a room. They said, what do we need to do better? They started to say to themselves, these ends, Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau, they need to stop running past the quarterbacks and put a ceiling on that pass rush. And we need to collapse the pocket. And from that point on, these guys went crazy. JT produced, Jack Sawyer produced, and they went on to win the national championship. This is a really good player, CD. And I think that the Colts are going to be very happy.
6.5 sacks in the 4 playoff games en route to winning the championship. So Tyler Warren.
We're at pick 46.
They know how to pick Big Ten top-notch players in Indianapolis. The Rams will look ahead of the draft coming up.
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day.
Shador has not been drafted yet.
She wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads, part of the irresistible scent collection from Gain.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years, putting the most advanced technology into people's hands, generation after generation, tool after tool, again and again, bringing you the most reliable network of authorized sales and service dealers.
Will Johnson get dropped to the Dolphins.
The stage electric. Quarterbacks define this rivalry. A Super Bowl rematch for the ages. Welcome back.
Turn the off-season.
Will Howard.
With the NFL app, your home for all things NFL. Get the news, the highlights, and more access with a subscription to NFL Plus. For the picks, the moves, the plays. All in one place. All year long. Welcome home.
I don't know what's going on with Shador.
Remember last time? Jess's version of packing light.
I'm gonna call her right now.
We should call her.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Jess. We're downstairs. Only one bag, right? Of course. Hey.
You gotta be kidding me.
Jeez, where did you even find this thing?
Custom made.
Of course.
Wait, I think I forgot.
No.
Grand plans need a Grand Highlander. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome to the future of automotive excellence. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz of Southampton. Lease the new 2025 CLA 250 Coupe for just $429 a month. Your journey, your way. Mercedes-Benz of Southampton.
I have 10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree.
The Bears.
Indeed matches you with jobs that actually match your experience.
Maybe defense. A running back. Scatterbo.
Last night, the Rams conducted their NFL draft operations from the Los Angeles Fire Department station in Van Nuys, California. The Rams have also renovated the Air Operations Site's recreation room into a more comfortable location for firefighters to rest between call-outs. Good on them. It was from that fire station that the Rams traded out of the first round. They're about to make their first draft choice in this draft. It's so rare to have a team have 2 first-round picks in the following year's draft before they even make a pick in the current year's draft, but such is the case for the Rams, who are hugging it out, wearing their fire department gear, celebrating. Which choice would you think, Daniel?
I talked to Les Snead this morning, and he felt, man, first of all, that's a great trade for them getting a future one with the Atlanta Falcons. But he felt like there's a good chance the pick they make tonight would be the same guy they would have taken had they not traded out. So he surveyed the landscape and thought the value that they had for a player maybe the rest of the league didn't share, and that's playing the draft team the right way. That's how it indeed ends up. Who do you think it might
Shador. He's heading to Canadian Football League.
is coming out from the 2000 draft to announce the latest Rams pick in 2025.
All right. What it do, Green Bay? So first and foremost, I just want to send a huge thank you to all the men and women who serve as our first responders and in our military.
Don't worry, I will rest my voice. I'll probably end the stream after Shador gets drafted.
Shout out to my son, Mikhail. It's his birthday today. He's a draft baby. Let's go.
From the
All right, last, let's get into this pick. With the 46th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Terrence Ferguson, tight end.
Fergie.
I saw him play live against Michigan, and I went down there in warm-ups, and I looked at Colston Loveland and Terrence Ferguson. They look like twins, almost the exact same size, which is ideal.
Bears-Bills trade. Nora, appreciate the 350. Good, great trade for the Bears. Great trade for the Bears.
Matthew Stafford is going to enjoy targeting him. And someone who had, along with Mason Taylor and Fannin, who I think will go before too long, all those tight ends had excellent weeks at the Senior Bowl.
CD, he was a coach's son. You know, and that
I'll end the stream after Shador gets drafted.
First downs or touchdowns. He knows where he's at on the field. He knows where the sticks are. Good instincts in the middle.
Looks like a power forward, center, but moves like a small forward. You saw the wiggle. You saw the shake in those pass routes to create the separation. But that is a big man doing that, light on his feet, and does a nice job. I thought he had an excellent Senior Bowl week.
So Tyler Higbee is still there as well. So a couple of tight ends.
Change the title. Stream ends when Shador gets drafted.
Great Matthew Stafford there. And how about Nakua and Devontae Adams? You could put them up there with any top 2 wide receiver tandem in the NFL.
Yeah,
tension with those guys out there.
Those two settled the number thing so easily, too.
All right.
Devontae gets these numbers.
Here's the latest Cardinals pick from Arizona, not the Vatican.
Cardinals. Pat Pete? Is that Pat Pete?
What's up, Green Bay?
Signed for Will Johnson.
And with the 47th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Will Johnson.
No! Oh! Oh!
Johnson having Patrick Peterson read out his name. A small consolation for having a very long wait, but if he's healthy, they just got a massive steal.
Well, this is an injury slide because if healthy, DJ, this guy was going to be
6 player.
Exactly, and he probably at a position like corner would have gone higher than that because it's always a position of need. Great instincts. He's tough on the edge, long. He reminds me of Patrick Surtain in that respect. He's played since day one at Michigan, and again, he just had a hard time getting on the field. When I saw him play against the elite players like Marvin Harrison, he would win those battles on the outside.
Will Johnson!
Turf toe, and then he's got a knee condition that everybody was scared off from, and so there you go, great value.
F the Cards.
Sam Platt, my 11-year-old son, who's a Cardinal fan, you love this pick, and congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah, he's fired up. Not only the ball skills, how about the length, which you can use out
Texans traded.
or when the ball's up in the air. This is what he does best to me. It's when he can play top down, play off, be able to see through the receiver to the quarterback. He can anticipate. He can drive a big pick 6 here against USC. This is a Cardinal team that doesn't play a ton of man. 23rd in the league. He's going to be in a perfect scheme fit for his skill set.
So the Raiders started the night 37th overall. They moved down. Miami flipped them the 98th overall pick as part of the trade, and a second-round pick that they just traded out of again. Houston got the 99th overall pick in the draft last night from the
Houston traded up.
to move up to take Jackson Dart. Well, Houston just flipped that to the Raiders to move up right now. So the Raiders have moved down twice, Ian Rappaport.
They have, and if they are going to select Shedeur Sanders, it's going to be later than we had originally talked about. But I want to discuss the Will Johnson situation. So much of the talk going in, hamstring, turf toe. It was about the knee, long-term concerns. Can he make it to his second contract? How long could he be conditioned similar to what Miles Jack, by the way, played 7 years, had coming in? He has no swelling. It is not painful. Goes back to a surgery he had 2 years ago. The Cardinals clearly confident at this point in the draft.
Top 5 grade after winning the championship with Michigan. Houston. This is in. Cincinnati's on the clock. The Raiders are keeping the fans waiting with their next and picks here in Green Bay.
Shedeur. Shedeur. Can't believe Will Johnson went to the Cards.
What do you do when things get tough? You don't give up. You stand your ground. If you've been diagnosed with metastatic prostate cancer and have tried hormone therapy, ask your doctor about Pluvicto. Pluvicto is not chemotherapy. It's a different therapy that targets PSMA-positive cells. It's now FDA approved after 1 hormone therapy. And
See who the Texans get.
Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during...
Shadeur's not coming to the Fins.
Cause low levels of blood cells, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include decreased blood cell counts, tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, joint or back pain, and constipation.
Will Johnson.
Because every day without cancer progression is a victory.
On one day, you want 2 things.
A refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like Simply Spiked Lemonade, and a way to get cool. Oh, you can leave it open. Simply Spiked, made with real fruit juice.
With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
Right on time.
Stay in the know from your dock to their door.
Where's Shador going? Cardinals took Will Johnson.
The best tires in the world have Goodyear written all over them.
Shador may not get drafted. I'm Batman.
So the 48th overall pick that used to belong to Miami and then belonged to the Raiders.
Not ours anymore.
We're about to get it. 2 minutes and change left for the 49th overall pick in the draft. The Bengals and the Seahawks pick for the second time in this round. They moved up to 35th overall to take Nick Eamon-Warry earlier tonight. The Houston Texans, again, they had the first round selection that they traded out of so the Giants could come in and get Jackson Dart. They got a 2 and a 3 in this year's draft. They just used the 2 earlier on J.D. Higgins. Now they use the 3.
All right, Texans pick.
Selection. And they've got a 3 in that well. Welcome back to the stage, Owen Daniels.
Trade alert, trade alert. Those boys in Houston are making moves right now. The Las Vegas Raiders have traded the 48th pick to the Houston Texans. And with the 48th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Ariante Ursery.
Solid pick. Solid pick.
There's a massive human being here.
I liked Ursay. Will Johnson's going to the Cardinals.
Issues show up when he goes against the more athletic guys who can redirect and get him going one way and have to turn back the other way. You'll see some visibility there, CD, but I think the inability to bend at times was concerning. This is, to me, a guy some people thought had a chance to go at the bottom.
Cincinnati's up. Will they take Shador?
So, to me, one of the more polarizing players in the draft.
Yeah, you got to think that Houston feels good about getting him where they did, but he doesn't have to be a starter right away. I mean, I know they're rebuilding the offensive line. Remember, they picked up Cam Robinson from Minnesota and formerly of Jacksonville. He'll probably play left tackle. Blake Fisher they got last year. He became the starting right tackle as a rookie. And look at the backups in the interior. Laken Tomlinson's on the roster now. Ed Ingram comes over from Minnesota. And Trent Brown is there, who always seems to show up someplace, a massive man. But they don't need him to start right away. Be interesting to see what the competition is and who shakes out on their O-line.
Remember when there was all that scuttlebutt about satellite camps in college recruiting? Yes. Oh, we should ban them and everything. Ursery was located by Minnesota at a satellite camp. Finally got to Minnesota, grew in.
Bengals probably going defense.
So he's developed really well over the last few years for PJ Fleck.
An old school name.
Mike Green.
Come to the stage. A Wisconsin
Mike Green would be a great pick.
latest Bengals pick. Shamar Stewart.
Oh, they took Shamar.
Look who's cowboying up right here. Tim Crumrye making his way to the stage. Oh, nice lining in the jacket.
With the 49th pick in the draft, the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Demetrius Knight Jr., linebacker, South Carolina.
Love Demetrius.
Is a high character player, someone who's an excellent leader and someone who plays a physical brand of football. So you want to play downhill against the run, you're going to love what you see from Demetrius Knight Jr. At times he struggled in coverage. That reared its head a little bit at the Senior Bowl. But if you want the nerve center of your defense to be a communicator and to be a leader in the room when you're in there watching tape and getting guys on the same page, they rave about him in that regard, CD, at South Carolina.
The thing you have to keep in mind with the Cincinnati Bengal linebackers, Joel, as you know, Jermaine Pratt have played a lot of football over the last 5 years. Pratt has talked about being traded this offseason. They picked up Oren Burks in free agency. So here you get another young guy that they're trying to plug into their lineup.
Young age, 25. He has a
it's a relative
children, but he's a leader. 1 year at South Carolina, stepped in and was a captain for them.
It's a COVID NIL young.
No surprise that the Bengals have hit deep.
Demetrius Knight's a beast.
Their first 2 picks here in Green Bay. We've reached pick number 50. It's the Seahawks back at the podium with the Broncos, Titans, and Bucks behind them.
Shador definitely not getting drafted.
Presented by Verizon, the NFL, powered by Verizon 5G. And brought to you by Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Verizon Small Business Days are back. Our experts?
I like the Bengals pick.
That's great. Nice surprise, huh?
Yeah, Shador's heading to the UFL.
Advice, wherever you are. Even on the job.
Hey. Hi.
And making sure all your tech
Let's take a look.
is good to go. April 21st through 27th. Don't wait. Get started today.
As you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished-for Blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Okay, so we're at the film festival, middle of Park City. The doors open, and there, Sapphire Reserve premiere party. At our week, we had our own private
Dolphins to the Super Bowl.
The lounge was right next to the pit.
Honestly, we might trade Jalen Ramsey to get a new corner.
Nights at the Sapphire Lounge on the set. Heaven.
Experience the world as an insider. From exclusive lounges to immersive dining experiences, all with Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Check out the new wit. I fully custom. How many Bud Lights can you fit in there, puppy? As many Bud Lights as it takes. A lot of Bud Lights. I'm gonna have to give me one of those.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app. He always delivers. And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
The new and improved free iHeartRadio app is finally here. It's everything you love about your car radio in the palm of your hand. The live radio dial, presets, scan, and even lyrics. And iHeartRadio has all your favorite artists' radio, playlists, and podcasts too. Anytime, anywhere. And it's absolutely free. So what are you waiting for? It's the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Get it now.
Their aerial coverage is presented by Goodyear today. There it is. The diehards. It's raw and cold out there, and tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful.
Boston College. Boston College.
Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Joel, on the 8s. All right.
I just, sorry, so impressed with like your radio background. That's that bang.
I'm doing reads, doing traffic, I'm doing weather together.
Impressive.
Just trying to keep people staying tuned. So we're about to get the Seahawks second round announcement tonight.
Jack Sawyer has not gotten drafted.
But the Panthers traded up.
Panthers.
7th overall, and it really involves 8 draft picks. My goodness! All right, we'll get to that whole spiel in a second. While the Titans are now on the clock, choosing. Oh, we got an MVP, former MVP
Seahawks.
And multiple folks out there.
What up, 12s? Before we start, I gotta say happy birthday to my son, Jedediah. Everybody say happy birthday. With the 50th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Elijah Arroyo,
Tight end. Miami, baby.
Real seam-stretching tight end. Ironically, the comparison is Noah Fant, and Noah Fant has been rumored to be potentially on the trade block, so he might actually be going to replace the guy I compared him to in Noah Fant. Big-time athletic move. You see Cam Ward, the first overall pick, driving the ball to him down the field. On the move, getting vertical is what he does best. We saw that at the Senior Bowl as well. He can really, really run. Look at him separate. You'll see him on tape separating from corners, safeties. He runs like somebody who's much smaller. Look at this route. There's going to be a lot of
Shador to the third round.
with Sam Darnold. Get vertical down the seam, and you can get big plays. You don't just have
Imagine the Titans just take him.
a ton of injuries, so he didn't have a lot of production in college. Had injuries in 2022, 2023, but CD, as he got healthier during the season last year, he got better and better and more explosive, and at the end.
Sanders still not drafted.
A handful for defenses to handle in the middle of the field.
And when he got healthy, they started calling plays for him. They had things that they had for him. And DJ, you mentioned Sam Darnold. Last year, one of the things that got Sam Darnold active.
Panthers pick is in.
Josh Oliver early, and then when TJ Hawkinson got healthy, the tight end play in Minnesota, that really helped Sam Darnold get going. So even if Noah Fant's going out, Elijah Arroyo coming in, tight end's going to be an integral part of their offense.
All right, here's the Carolina Panthers now, 51st overall. They moved up 6 spots. I mean, 2 fewer spots than the number of draft choices involved in the trade. We'll get that draft board in a second. Here comes Chuba Hubbard.
What's up, Wisconsin? Panthers fans, hey, keep pounding, man. Shout out to God, shout out Memorial Noman. The Denver Broncos have traded the 51st pick to the Carolina Panthers. With the 51st pick in the 2025 the Carolina Panthers select Nick Scorton, DN, Texas A&M.
Solid pick.
Guys, I love
Nick Scorton.
Story. First of all, he grew up right there near Texas A&M in College Station, but he was lightly recruited, had some trouble in high school, had to go live with his best friend.
Mike Green's still there.
He was highly productive at Purdue. This guy was all over the field. He went there and had a terrific couple of seasons, and so he decided to do what? Go back home. And he went back to Texas A&M. This guy was a monster as a sophomore. He had 10 sacks. He led the Big Ten, in sacks that year before going back to College Station. But again, great story, because you look at what he was in high school. The path wasn't that great. He got himself going, ended up actually signing over custody to that family that he was living with in high school. And
They go until the end of the third round for today's draft.
on the field, off the field, really love Nick Scorton.
Nick Scorton just drafted.
Very strong and firm at the point of attack. He played at close to 280 pounds this year, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Here he is as a rusher. It's more power than finesse.
Imagine the Titans take him.
Big time get off, but he's someone that can go through you.
Sanders to the Titans.
Because of that power and work off of it. But look at his body here. He's 257 pounds in this video, so he completely changed his body type from how they had him play to what he is right now.
We have not heard from the Tennessee Titans since selecting the first pick in this draft. They were 35th overall tonight, but Seattle flipped them a 3, which they didn't have coming into the draft, by the way, to move up to take Nick Evenwari. So now the Titans are going to make their first pick since Cam Ward, and it's Keith Bullock.
Bay, y'all throw a stone groove, man. And with the 52nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Olawufemi Aladejo out of UCLA, edge rusher.
Nicely done on the pronunciation. And Oladejo is someone who was an off-the-ball linebacker who moved to the edge later in the year, and that's when he got the attention of the NFL because there was burst. I wrote juicy when I watched him because you see all that explosiveness. Off the ball, you saw this range, this burst. Think of Jahad Campbell and what he did off the ball. He kind of looked, range-wise, speed-wise, he played with that style, but to me, he's more natural and comfortable when he's coming off the edge. Again, that carried from the end of the season into the postseason at the Senior Bowl against USC. Look at his ability to stay after it with his effort and pursuit, which never wavered when you watched him.
First pick of the night from UCLA on defense. The latest pick of the night on UCLA defense.
50 people were drafted before Shador.
Overall pick last night, and wore autographed his first official jersey as a member of the Titans. And you can bid on Cam's jersey and sign jerseys from all of the new NFL players who walked the stage last night by visiting NFL.com/auction. All proceeds will be donated to the respective players' high school football program. Neat stuff right there. The Packers are now back on the clock. The Bucks have made their latest pick. The Chargers are on deck. The Bears are finally going to...
Shador's never getting drafted.
Might have a chance to cut that promo here in Green Bay coming up.
Sony Lee? Bro. Really think you can outfit me? That's cute.
See what players are available still. Mike Green's still out there. Mike Green, Darius Alexander, Shaven Revel, Trey Amos, Shamar Turner, Xavier Watts, Benjamin Morrison.
Some people just know
I like Tate Ratledge.
insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your outfit first before meeting your girlfriend's family.
Josiah Stewart, Scatterbo, Milrow.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote.
Charles Grant I like.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Remember last time? Jess's version of packing light.
I'm gonna call her right now. We should call her. Okay. Yeah. Hey Jess, we're downstairs. Only one bag, right? Of course. Hey.
You gotta be kidding me.
SmackDown. I'm gonna watch SmackDown afterwards.
Of course. Wait, I think I forgot. No.
Grand Clams need a Grand Highlander. Toyota. Let's
Scatterbo still available.
I am somebody. I may be young, but I am. Somebody. I may be small, but I am
somebody.
Must be respected.
Noah the GOAT. Appreciate the $5. Thank you. Somebody.
They say anything is possible in NYC. Well, here's another one to add to the list. Breathtaking underwater views. Without holding your breath. At the New York Aquarium's Ocean Wonders Sharks exhibit, where there's so much to see.
Shador might be a third rounder. Steelers should draft him.
boom, baby. eBay. Things people love.
Verizon Small Business Days are here now through Sunday. That Curly Lambo telling everybody which way to go, where the entrance is. Looks like they're pointing in there. Yeah, that way, go that way. So look at the scene right here. Fans are coming in. So you know how you look at your phone every now and then during a commercial break, see who's chiming in or whatever? My son Xander just told me, posture, father. Wow. Everybody's an evaluator. Can you put me on camera real quick? Pop me on camera real quick. Oh, we'll do this.
Shador and Hunter. Bucks.
Good Lord. All right, here's the Tampa Bay latest pick.
Let's see.
He showed up on NFL Network years ago in a chinchilla coat.
What's up, Green Bay? Yeah, I love the energy. Love the energy. And with that in mind, with the 53rd pick in the NFL 2025 draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Benjamin Morrison.
Ah, shit.
Notre Dame.
All right, Notre Dame has entered the chat.
Would have been long gone by now. He's a first-round talent on tape. The plant, the drive, everything he does is very efficient. CD, you were talking about him earlier today, talking about how smooth he is. Yep. He can really find and locate the ball, make plays down the field. He's going to fit in perfectly with the style of defense they have in Tampa, the big-time burst. He's very smart and incredibly high caliber as well.
All right. Can you tell the Packers are on the clock? Gave out the red meat last night by choosing a wide receiver of the first-round pick for the first time in 23 years. How are you going to follow that one up? What do you think?
Well, corner was the area I thought they might go. I thought they might go with Hairston last
Kobe
night.
Bryant.
They went with the receiver. So if we're looking at the cornerbacks.
Next pick's got to be a corner.
Left in my top 50 players, that's Trey Amos from Ole Miss. But then you've got some other interesting guys. And Azariah Thomas from Florida State. Above him, I have Noel Williams from Cal. Rebel, we talked about him from East Carolina. So some interesting different skill sets amongst that group of players.
Will Johnson went to the Cards.
Okay, so the fans are all fired up. And it looks like we're going to get a Packers legend, if you will, coming out here. There's the commissioner, Jordy Nelson. So, here in Green Bay, another fun moment with the Packers on the clock.
All right, Green Bay, make some noise. I have some special guests up here to help make the Green Bay Packers choice, so give it up for Packers legend Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson. GOAT.
Thanks, Commissioner. I also want to introduce Kenya or Marcellus from the Boys and Girls Club in Green Bay. We're recognizing incredible youth like them as part of our Inspire Change initiative. The NFL works with Boys and Girls Club nationwide to help young people find their voices, advocate for issues important to them, and become future leaders. Let's have these leaders help me announce the pick.
With the 54th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
the Green Bay Packers select Anthony Belton, tackle, North Carolina State.
Anthony Belton.
Go Packers!
They're hunting for a tackle. It's interesting, they introduced him as a tackle. Some teams had him as an interior offensive lineman on their board.
Green Bay, he's got to compete right away, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going to get a chance. I would think at left tackle. They're in good shape with Zach Tom at right tackle, but 6'6", 336 pounds. He can create some movement in the run game, CD. I thought he was a little better in the run game than he was in the pass game. He does have anchor. To me, the issue was a little bit some of the speed that he would face. That was a little bit of the challenge, but again, you see him. It's a massive human being, and I'm curious again to see, does he get the
Aurelio solid tight end.
I think he does get the right away. Rasheed Walker pulls down that spot right now.
So Shador can go to the Raiders in 4 picks.
And with the way Green Bay wants to run it with Josh Jacobs, that plays into what Anthony Belton does best early as they try and get him comfortable. Look at him here pulling his Mike Allstott impersonation from days gone by, trying to get that power, that lower part body power get in place there. And by the way, his nickname, Escalade.
He's pushing it very well. I will say another one of these guys, and I'm just going to continue to highlight these guys. No star recruit, qualified academically late in the process.
Chargers take Shador.
After a year at Georgia Military Academy and works himself into a second-round pick. Like, that is available. You young players out there, it doesn't matter where you're recruited. There is a path to your dreams through hard work and dedication.
The Chargers are about to make a selection. And another Wisconsin alum, Melvin Gordon, wearing some Brewers throwback.
Melvin.
Is Gorman Thomas coming out next?
What up, Wisconsin? Feel good to be back home, baby. Boat Nation, I see you over there. With the 55th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Trey Harris,
Wide receiver Trey Harris.
They got a receiver who can win in man coverage, is an excellent route runner, and outstanding hands. Drops have been a little bit of an issue for this Chargers team. Now you get Trey Harris, who can win on the outside. He can get on top. You see his ability to separate right there, track the ball naturally, big plays outside. Then if you want to put him inside, he's versatile to be able to do that, where his size and strength plays to his advantage. But look at him turn corners inside out. The route running is what got me most excited in this big physical body that he possesses. Josh Palmer's gone. Ladd McConkey, they have a superstar already. They give Justin Herbert a much-needed second weapon who can win in man coverage, CD.
And they just got another Harris to add to their offense. They drafted Omarion
Shador to Raiders. Shador.
And there's Ladidi McConkey for Justin Herbert, and a celebratory moment in El Segundo, California. The Chargers have gone offense twice to start off their draft. The Bears' latest pick and WWE superstar
Seth Rollins.
fresh off of taking down Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Coming up next.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance and durability go right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. World-class engineering and rigorous testing to ensure our tools perform at the highest level and stand the test of time without testing your wallet. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Got one more, Antoine. With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
We got Belton. I hope we can get Green in third, but if not, I hope we trade for a CB on free agency, and I really hope we keep Alexander.
Let's do a 1-for-1. We'll give you Jalen Ramsey and you give us Alexander. Dolphins trade for Trey Amos.
Using apartmental intelligence for many years with Carl here.
Describe your perfect apartment because Carl's listening.
2-bed, 2-bath, AC, a barbecue pit, maybe a microwave on top of the stove. A pool, did I say a pool?
Oh, somebody's going to park. Think of it, think of it.
That's it. That's exactly what I wanted.
Apartments.com, a place to find a place. Ooh.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Now that you got the easy stuff done by comparing insurance rates with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can start thinking about all those other homeowner things.
Yay.
I'm not even clear on what half these people do.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for blizzard flavor. It's the confetti cake blizzard treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now we get to hang out with NFL fans all season long.
Wait, what?
See you on game day.
It's time to get this show started.
lived in Italy. That was when I started building my passion for football.
I'm not behind. You're behind. Get Ward.
Playing for Dad, not only is he the coach, we represent him on the field. Draft night will be legendary.
Is draft night still legendary?
Bears' latest pick, minutes again from Seth Rollins going out there on the stage. The Lions just traded up 3 spots with the Broncos. The Broncos are choosing 51st overall. They moved down to 57th overall. In that process, they got a 7th round pick from Carolina. They just flipped that to the Lions by allowing the Lions to move up 3 spots.
The Lions traded up.
Everybody's moving around the draft board. That Lions pick is now also
Lions jumped the Raiders. They're taking Shador.
tonight. The question is,
Still legendary.
could the guy currently sitting there atop Daniel Jeremiah's draft board at 20th overall, could it finally be time for Shador Sanders to hear
Fins up.
with the Vegas Raiders ending his extremely long, unexpectedly long wait? But that's for another moment, because Vegas is currently less than 4 minutes to go on their 7 minutes.
Draft night for Shador is legendary. Got passed 56 times. Seth Rollins. Boo. Boo. F you and Paul Heyman.
Green Bay, Wisconsin! Is that all you got? Come on, you can be louder than that! I know y'all mad because championship gold looks good on the blue and orange. But in all seriousness, Green Bay, we are in the shadow of Lambeau Field. And I love Lambeau Field. Because the king of the North, quarterback in the NFC North, Caleb Williams, is undefeated at Lambeau Field. And in case y'all aren't familiar with my game, let me remind you, I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins. And I am here to tell you that with the 56th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the greatest franchise in the NFL, the Chicago Bears, select Ozzie Tropillo, tackle from Boston College. Let's burn it down and bear down Chicago.
We are a long way from
Ozzie Tropillo.
Turn this place inside out.
Ozzie Tropillo, guys, huge. He's a day one starter. My comp was Big John Stud. Let's get to the video here as we see what he does. Rob Havenstein was someone he reminded me of who's a plug-and-play right tackle. He's a little bit tight-hipped, but someone who can lock out and control guys as a rusher. When he sees that rush, he's able to lock him out with his length and able to control them. The bend is not elite CD, but someone who does stay off the ground. He has really good balance. It's hard to find guys that don't necessarily always bend well, that have balance. He's unique in that regard.
And he has played some left tackle at Boston College, so it's interesting him going to Chicago with Darnell Wright holding down the right tackle there already. Interesting to see what they decide to do with him. I'm reminded in the Japan Bowl that I played in at the end of my senior year, I was teammates with Ozzie's father, Steve, who played in the NFL as well. Unfortunately, much that was tragic. Ozzie, very
Oh. Whoa. Go Niners.
Well, I just got to sit up straight, certainly when my oldest son is calling me out. All right, Sam, we're going to sit up straight.
Let's see the Lions pick. Who did the Lions trade up for?
Here in Green Bay.
We are honored to have with us the surviving family members of the United States Army Specialist Christopher Kuby, who will announce the selection of the Detroit Lions second-round pick. As a proud soldier, Christopher deployed to Iraq, where he was tragically killed in an IED explosion in July 2007 at age 18. Specialist Kuby's service was marked by numerous awards and decorations, including the Bronze Star Medal and the Purple Heart. Christopher grew up in Michigan and was a lifelong fan of the Lions, passionately cheering his home team whenever he could. We honor him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving the loss of a military loved one.
Can I place a parlay on Shador to go to the third?
John and David, who will announce in honor of their brother.
I'm gonna look and see. Shador.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I can't do it.
The Denver Broncos have traded the 57th pick to the Detroit Lions. With the 57th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tate Ratledge, guard.
Oh, that's a great pick. That's a great pick for the Lions. Love that pick.
Tightrope ankle surgery that he played through, but at 6'6 and a half, 308 pounds, I was surprised a little bit how well he tested. He got healthy in the spring, and once that happened, you saw the athleticism that he had, which is going to get me to.
All right, Raiders are up. Take Shador. Please.
It was outstanding, and that helped recapture his momentum with a 98 score.
I can't end the stream until Shador gets drafted. I made a promise.
Won't be receiving, he might be giving the turkey leg. Oh my goodness. My man can help supply the turkey for Thanksgiving every year in Detroit, so to me that's a value pick. Is that one for him?
Mike Green is still out there.
Goodness, and he can look eye to eye to his coach too, right?
No question. Hey, Big Dan to go out hunting with him.
That is a Detroit Lion pick if you've ever heard one. So that's the latest.
Here we go. Shador. It's gotta be Shador. 58. Shador Sanders.
NFL fans here in Green Bay, are you having some fun tonight? You guys are absolutely
Come on. Come on. Come on.
privilege of representing some other amazing fans, that being Raider Nation. I was blessed to play 13 years with the Silver and Black, and the man who used to always make this pick is a Raider legend and NFL
Shador's coming.
Hall of Famer, Willie Brown. And I want to give a shout out to Willie Brown. His tradition in this place was he wanted to give a
Just announce the pick.
appreciation and thanks to all the mothers of the NFL community. It's 2 weeks till Mother's Day, and he always wished them an early Happy Mother's Day. If you're a fan of the NFL, if you're a player in the NFL, if you're a coach in the NFL, you likely had a very supportive, encouraging mom or mom figure that sacrificed to make that dream possible. Tonight, we have another dream being made. With the 58th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Shador,
the Las
please.
Vegas Raiders select Jack
Oh my God.
Texas Christian. Just when win, baby.
They got themselves a stud in Vegas. I mean, this dude is incredible. When you watch him and how competitive he is, and we'll get to the personal story here in a second. Well, I think, actually, Charles, we should actually probably lead with the personal story. You see the emotion that's coming through him. Go ahead, I'll give it to you.
Remember he had the Princeton football player, gave his life.
Shador's never getting drafted.
Attack in New Orleans, trying to get people out of the way of that car hurtling down, gave his life for others. And then Jack Bech played in the Senior Bowl a month later to the day and caught the game-winning touchdown pass with 7 seconds on the clock, which was his brother's jersey number. And Jack wore that number that day in the Senior Bowl in honor of his brother. He's an LSU transfer to TCU. DJ, you can talk about the football now, but the emotions that have to be flowing with this family as he continues to play and carry Tiger with him. It's going to be some story.
At the end of that Senior Bowl, as a family, they just hugged and sobbed on the field after he caught the game-winning catch. It was just an unbelievable story. And Jack Bech as a player, Allen Robinson, think about how great he was in this league. That's who he reminded me of. Just physical. Everything he does is physical. You want to press him, he's going to chuck you at the line of scrimmage and get away from you. Look at the ability to just throw guys. Think about what Cooper Kupp does with his physicality. You see some of those similarities there with Jack Bech. And he'll tell you, he will not be tackled by the first guy. They might get me down, but a friend with him to do it.
Here's
that game
right
winner
there.
at the Senior Bowl.
How about
a great
the
week.
combat catches, DJ? That's one of the things you pointed out with him.
He'll work in the middle of the field. They are going to love him. Ashton Genty might be the toughest runner in this draft. He might be the toughest wide receiver in this draft. They got tougher in Vegas.
And one last thing.
Will Johnson was drafted.
And on the roster with him at LSU was Brian Thomas Jr. and Malik Neighbors, who led him in catches that season.
He's not getting drafted in the second round. Baltimore, not taking him. Denver, not taking him. Washington, not taking him. Chicago, no. Chiefs, no. Eagles, no.
In Green Bay, Ravens, Broncos, Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles. The Bears in there as well to wrap up this second round.
When you exude confidence, when you walk in confidence, I feel like you walk with power. The proof is in the smile. The liners are clearly doing what they're supposed to, and I'm happy with the result. Invisalign, trusted by the pros.
With the Chase mobile app.
Shador never getting drafted.
Deposit checks easily and send money quickly.
I'm running out of cough drops.
That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Yo, I can go all through you. I can guard you and wrap you up. Feel about that?
Charles looking for a quarterback? You're right, Billy. These do bring up
Every shoe for every athlete. 6 inches to go.
New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power. And it can lock your head even in the tight space. Is the all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also America's largest financial services companies. Like he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Stay Calm Barkley.
Oh man, short my uniform. Whoever did.
Calm in, stress out. I'll never remember all this. Relax, Will. When things get intense, we get incense.
The Ravens are up.
What a nice cleansing surprise.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
2025 NFL schedule will be released soon.
We are ready for the new era here.
It is adrenaline, excitement, the stage electric.
One of many revenge games. Quarterbacks, they define this rivalry. They've only gotten better. Unbelievable.
The whole world wants
A Super Bowl rematch for the ages. Welcome back.
It's always football season at the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
In the spring, we're honoring remarkable off-the-field stories in our limited-time characters. Backed by popular demand, we'll host our annual Memorial Day weekend celebration that includes a visit from the Colts. And tickets are on sale now for the Concert for Legends, featuring Diamond certified rock band Nickelback. Plan your visit to the Pro Football Hall of Fame today.
Okay, Nick Rory having quite the moment.
And Cleveland in the third. Yo, Outdoor Creations, appreciate the $2. Do I have a Cooper DeJean jersey? I have Saquon. Tyler Shook got a lot of hot girls around him.
Saints gave a call, and Ezra found out he's a Dallas Cowboy. Moments ago, Jack Beck put on the Raider lid. He's going to Vegas. Catch passes from Pete Carroll's his head coach from the owner's suite. If Tom's not calling a game for Fox, and he'll see.
I'm not behind him. I'm on the Ravens pick.
59 on this mix right here. We're going to get this announcement shortly. Let's just throw it out here. We're waiting. Your best available, obviously not going to the Ravens, is 20th overall on your board, Shedeur Sanders. Were you surprised the Saints went with Tyler Shough instead of Shedeur Sanders?
I had heard as
DJ Ugalele is gonna get drafted before Shedeur.
I think they just saw more upside in terms of the skill set, the size, the athleticism, the arm strength with Tyler Shough. They were able to kind of push aside the age. To me, I thought as a consistent passer, accuracy, touch, timing, I was a shooter.
Perfect timing.
Versus Tyler Shough, I was on Sanders' side. Look, you got to find guys that fit you, and they felt more comfortable with Tyler Shough. And I feel like every year, Rich, we talk about quarterbacks, and we say this clump of quarterbacks is going to go in the second round. And as we're learning, there really is no middle class. You're viewed as a starter, which means you're worth a first-round pick. Or teams have questions and you're viewed as a backup, and teams don't want to use
Shedeur
on backup quarterbacks.
What you're saying is the Kenny Pickett draft where he went 1, and we were talking about Desmond Ridder and Malik Willis.
Sam Howell, all those guys.
Sam Howell went in the 5th. Willis and Ridder went in the 3rd. So what DJ's saying is Pickett taken to be a starter. The others weren't really viewed that way.
Yeah, and this is with Shedeur in particular. This is an indictment of the off-the-field stuff that they deem that they're going to have to deal with, because on the field, I think he's a better player than Shough is, but that's not all you're getting.
Here's the Ravens. 59th.
Now the Ravens announcing.
You may also know me as Wise Farmer Brown, when first at North Carolina, we have founded First Fruits Farm, where we have grown, harvested, and donated more than 2 million pounds of food to help with hunger relief.
Sanders still not drafted.
Throughout our nation. And so our motto is to never stop giving, never stop loving, and never stop growing, so that no child will go without food. My son JW and I, we have the honor and the privilege of presenting tonight's pick for the Baltimore Ravens. And with the 59th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens have selected
Mike Green, linebacker, Marshall.
Let's go Ravens fly!
This is my 3rd overall pass rusher and someone I had rated as my 21st overall player. He fell here not because of anything you see on the football field. He is talented, he is productive, he is a very gifted player. There's some off-the-field stuff that surfaced.
Bronny James officially a higher draft pick than Shedeur.
Here, but this is a twitchy, explosive rusher who plays with tenacity, effort, and chase. This is the first tape you pop on against Ohio State, and this spin move I mean, it jumped off the tape when you watch him. You watch him against my alma mater in App State. That was a painful one for me. And then he goes to the Senior Bowl, and he had the rep of the week, which we're going to see against Josh Connerly right there. Josh Connerly went in the first round, and he just went right through him, forklifted him, and put him on the ground. So the Ravens, Ian got a tremendously talented football player who, if it was just about football, no chance he's there at this point in time.
That's exactly right, TJ. This was not about football, though. Mike Green actually announced himself to reporters at the Combine.
Mike Green.
He faced 2 sexual assaults.
Quinn Ewers was not drafted.
One in high school that resulted in a 0 tolerance. Another at Virginia that caused him to leave. He has denied both. My understanding, talking with teams, some of his explanations.
No.
He was off several boards. That is why he fell, and Baltimore now takes him.
Thanks very much, guys. The Denver Broncos are on the clock now. Once upon a time, 51st, they traded down twice. They amassed 4. In the process, improved their 3rd and 4th round selections they already had.
Broncos.
Here's Monty Ball coming.
Monty Ball.
With the 60th overall pick in the draft. Now you get the Commanders pick. That pick is already in 61st. Bears are on the clock again.
Oh, baby. It's a blessing to be here. Broncos country, let me hear you. Wisconsin Badgers, baby. We got another one into the College Football Hall of Fame. We did it. Now, with that said, with the 60th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select R.J. Harvey, running back, UCF.
They got their running back.
Expected running back pick for Denver didn't come in the first round with Omarion Hampton on the board. It was Jahdae Barron, their first round selection. But here comes R.J.
Brawny too goated.
to Denver.
Well, this is a home game to see Denver. I'm going to pass the mic and let him talk about a guy I know he loves.
Yeah, and here's what you're getting out of him. This is a guy who is not big in stats, but big in runs and production. And this is the other part you're going to get, which I think is really, Joel, what is going to lead Sean Payton to say, I like that guy. The ability to get out of the backfield, catch the football. In fact, his last year at UCF, Joel, added a little bit of weight to his frame, a little ballast to it. Never lost speed, continued to get better produced. Remember, he's a transfer from Virginia back to UCF.
Darren Sproles, anybody?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, highly productive was a quarterback.
Noah, my man. Appreciate the $5. See you later, Noah. Peace out.
Washington chose the aforementioned Josh Connerly Jr. last night at the end of the first round.
Washington is up. Will Johnson's heading to the Cards.
Your posture still looks good.
Thank you, sir.
Are we going to get a little fun bunch in?
What's up, Commanders fans? Commanders, where are you? Check this out. With the 61st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 3-time Super Bowl champions, 5 times world champions, Washington Commanders selects Trey Amos.
Shit.
Yeah, outside Shedeur, this is my highest rated player that was left. I'd love to give a little homework to Ian to see if there was some injury concern. If he would be there at pick number 61 as a big corner with excellent length and speed.
All right. Shaven Revel's the only one left. Him and Darian Porter. Jalen Milroe's still out there too.
There's a reason why you like corners, tackles, edge rushers with long arms, and he's the reason why you see
We gotta get at least Revel, Azir Thomas, or Darian Porter. I want one of those 3.
just a very, very gifted player who, again, I did not anticipate would be here at this point in time, CD. If he can lock down
Get Shaven Revel, Dolphins. Trade up for him.
Back into nickel, which is where we thought he would play best right from the beginning, although he played really well outside last year.
Go get Dello.
The second round, the Bears have already selected. We'll get that when we get back.
Duh, Bears.
Then it's the Eagles. Then it's the third round. Here we are on a Friday night in Green Bay.
This is Roundup for Lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This stuff works on big lawns, small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
Why can't we say we're the best home shopping site? Because well, true, you just can't say that legally. What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor.
No. What if we said
It's the best.
See when Shaven Rebel's gonna go.
It's the best.
Shave on Rebel.
It's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team.
I'm not behind, they're behind.
You can't go wrong. This is a big call, Christian. Big call, biggest call of your life. Wood or tile finish. Which one you gonna do? This could make or break the whole kitchen. Call a timeout, Christian. London Sky. You sure? He's sure.
Get the man some London Sky.
And a decisive win with the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Hey, you know you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
Since when?
I'm not delayed, they're delayed.
Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service, always moving forward. We lead.
Rise and shine. We're here, baby. Let's go. GMFB is live from LA.
They just don't lose.
Good morning football. Monday at 8 on NFL Network.
BMW of Bayside. We turn dreams into drives.
I may pass out before Shador gets drafted.
For just $5.69 a month. Stop dreaming and start driving at BMW of Bayside.
Let's see where the top players are. Jared Wilson, the #1 center, still on the board. A lot of good safeties. Love Jonas Sanker. Love Xavier Watts. Love Kelvin Winston. The safeties will probably go soon. Darius Alexander, I'm surprised he's still there.
Toyota, let's go places.
Josiah Stewart might be solid. Charles Grant is a really good interior offensive lineman.
That's why they're #1 in every
Marcus Membo would be another great option.
Feel free to keep up with every pick NFL.com with the draft tracker presented by Lexus. Trey Amos of Ole Miss, the last one.
Quincy Riley might be decent. I know the Dolphins were interested in him.
As they might say, the Bears traded down earlier so the Bills could move up.
Come on, Dolphins. Trade back up, please.
The defensive tackle out of South Carolina. Bears have already chosen twice. The 39th overall selection, Luther Burns, the last draft choice in the Bryce Young trade from a couple of drafts ago. That closed the books there. Then the Bears chose Ozzie Trapillo, the tackle out of BC. Now we're about to find out who they're slapping backs and dapping each other up for right here. Hey man, I would do that for every pick. It doesn't matter how quickly they come. Literally every pick is a pick in the history of the draft. You make it, right?
Bronny James got drafted before Shador.
Not Seth Rollins again. I believe this is Des White now.
Xavier Watts, that's going to be a steal.
Y'all still booing, huh?
Oh boy.
Des White.
Y'all must be booing this bad weather y'all gotta live here year round.
Oh boy.
Cause I know y'all not booing the best team in the division.
Oh boy.
But on a serious note, with the 62nd pick and the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Shamar Turner, defensive tackle from Texas A&M.
This is a twitchy, explosive.
A lot of good defensive tackles in this draft.
Got some power. You'll see it a little shake bull. Played through injury the entire season. Found that out after the year. I think he actually found out at the combine when he got his physical there. Well, this is someone who's got a lot in his pocket. He's healthy. You're going to see an even
Imagine Shiloh gets drafted before him.
folks at A&M. I said, give me a nugget about him. And they said, well, his uncle Buck.
Xavier Watts.
So it's only right that he goes to the
Let's Chris Paul Jr. Jack Sawyer. Kyle Kennard. Kyle Kennard is solid. I like Kyle Kennard. Trevor Etienne.
Remember, they picked up Grady Jarrett in the offseason, guys. That's an excellent tutor mentor right there for Shamar Turner. As he comes in, they need that help inside. They gotta have
Kyle McCord.
to have a runway to quarterbacks, Joel.
They talk about
At this point, Kyle McCord may go.
standing teammate. He had to gain a little weight. He was an edge
Kobe Bryant.
down, and he gained that weight and was highly explosive, DJ, like you said.
Nick Skirton came to town. Dante Hall.
Give me Kobe Bryant. Tez Johnson. Shoot, gotta go back.
With the 63rd pick,
Oh shit.
2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Omar Norman Lott, defensive tackle, Tennessee.
Back-to-back D tackles.
Yeah, Omar Norman Lott, a little bit undersized. It wasn't even a full-time starter there, but when he got on the field, you noticed him because of the big-time burst and the effort to chase. Charles, some teams weren't totally comfortable with him with some character.
We're in round 2.
Again, a wildly
Noah the GOAT. I got your name on the board, Noah. The man. Appreciate you.
As you remember, there weren't a lot of plays. So at certain times you say to yourself,
Bryce James gonna get drafted before Shador.
to such an extent. But Kansas City needs the help inside. Just play next to Chris Jones. Omar Norman Lott will get an opportunity.
The Giants are on the clock to kick off round 3. That's Andy Reid, by the way, with the shirt on in the middle. Okay.
Is that him?
Yeah, I'll identify Andy for you.
Thank you.
Guys, well, I mean, I'm looking on the screen. Oh, there's Wilson of Georgia, so I guess he'll be an Eagle.
Eagles. Final pick.
The Eagles' final pick of the second round is in. We'll get that when we come back and kick off round 3 in a moment.
Did you know our Jersey Mike's order came with a
Shador Sanders drops to the 3rd.
Forget, dude. $25 Fanatics promo code for every $25 you spend in the Jersey Mike's app when you have chips and drinks. Insane deal. Awesome. Can we please turn it off while we're eating? Oh, he's right there. He can hear you. Right, Simon? Spot on. What do you say? Simon feels very attacked right now. He feels attacked? That's what he said. Oh, he feels attacked.
My Mike's members score Fanatics gear, like Simon, when you order through the app.
It is updated.
DQ freezer is opening at frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Let's go to round 3. Let's go to round 3.
You can get a debit card for your kids' independence.
Shador just get drafted.
So you can keep an eye on how they're using it. Still on budget. Control for parents, freedom for kids. That's family banking from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
On a warm day, you want 2 things. A refreshing drink made with real
Dolphins trade back up for Revel.
way to get cool. You can leave it open. Simply Spiked, made with real fruit juice.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance and durability go right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. World-class engineering and rigorous testing.
Shador dropped to the 3rd.
Perform at the highest level and stand the test of time without testing your wallet. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
It's time to get the show started, Green Bay.
I lived in Italy. That was when I started building my passion for football.
It was a hard football journey. Being a 0-star recruit really taught me to put my head down and just keep working.
Andrew Mukba's the last pick in the 2nd round. Safety.
Draft night will be legendary.
Is it legendary, Shador? Is it still legendary?
So, notable second-round picks for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think you've heard of them.
All right.
Tom was the second-round pick for the we'll take him on a draft day in Las Vegas.
The max I'm going up to is the New Orleans third pick. If he ain't picked at New Orleans in the third round, I'm done.
Dominated another against the Chiefs. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing what they were saying when they probably Jalen Hurts, and they're about to name another second-round pick to add to Jahad Campbell, who came out of the green room last night, hugged it out with the commissioner, and then stole the microphone from Jamie Erdahl multiple times. So, the pick's in. Best available SEC player is which one?
Will be Landon Jackson from Arkansas.
Okay. Let's go. Coming out to announce the pick.
If you take SEC player versus the field, it's a good pick.
It's Bo Allen.
Hello, Wisconsin! I'm honored to be here representing the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles tonight. Go Birds! With the 64th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles select Andrew Makuba, defensive back, Texas.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a shitty pick.
And he's got incredible production on the football. You watch him last year, 5 interceptions. He's got a little Johnny
Jedi Master with the $2. Steelers in the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll last 7 more picks.
They value guys who can go and get it.
Because the guys they have back there, Joel,
Will Johnson went to the Cards.
Sidney Brown, Reed Blankenship, and remember who just left? Gardner Johnson. Yeah. So Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who was taking the ball away. This could be a nice move for them.
I did their game against Michigan early in the year when I was preparing for that. He reminded me of a former Michigan middle-of-the-field player, Mikey Sainristil. Always around the ball hawking, great instinct, transferred from Clemson. 5 interceptions, really good player.
Including finishing off a college football playoff game against Arizona State.
Yeah, I turned that game off. not anything you can do with you.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
It was nasty in the second quarter.
You don't have to keep going. I admitted it. I turned it off.
Joel. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was low-hanging fruit.
Green was a great pick.
Go to the stage now. I gotta talk to Joel.
Ladies and gentlemen, salute to service.
Officially in the third round.
Unwavering dedication to honoring, empowering, and connecting with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families. Tonight, the NFL would like to take this moment to recognize the men and women of our armed forces. If you are currently serving or have ever served in the United States military, please join these outstanding service members, and if able, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service.
Stand up. Darius Alexander to the Giants.
So a nice moment there to kick off the third round, and man, there's been a ton of picks already made. The Giants, Chiefs, and Browns have already selected. The Vegas Raiders are on.
My thing froze. It's loading.
We have hit the third round and board for someone to take the talented quarterback.
Shador.
But for the moment, pick of the third round, a guy who used to shut down our friend Michael Irvin left and right. Jason Sehorn.
To all of our fans, you look amazing out there, and you look even better filling our stadiums on game day. So thank you for that. With the 65th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Darius Alexander.
Great pick.
Defensive tackle from Toledo.
Yeah, this is someone that I saw for the first time at the Senior Bowl, then went back and watched his tape, and you see some athleticism from big Darius Alexander, one of the older players in this draft, but here he is making a play with big-time athletic interception down the field. But you saw this at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, CD, that interior pass rush. Look at his body type. I'm not saying he's the same player as Chris Jones, but body type-wise, he looks like he can rush inside, outside.
And you're talking about that pass rush? Well, obviously, when you're standing next to Dexter Lawrence, who was leading the league in sacks about 3/4 of the way through the season, that's what you're looking for.
Ian, take it away.
Get Dello.
Shador Sanders, the quarterback from Colorado.
He's clapping upstairs.
Entering the third round, some of the teams who've done quarterback homework: Raiders, Cowboys, Colts, Titans, and of course, Steelers, a potential landing spot in the third round. This is not just about Sanders. Jalen Milroe from Alabama still has not been taken. Quinn Ewers from Texas. It is possible some of these guys could go actually before Shador in this coming round, Mitch.
Let's go back to the stage. The Chiefs are back on the clock. This is confident trading L'Jarius Sneed.
L'Jarius Sneed pick.
So the Chiefs about to kick that pick in.
With the 66th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Ashton Gelati, defensive end, Louisville.
This is a guy a lot of teams were targeting that really liked. You see the production there in 2023. He's a D-line coach favorite. You just talk to a bunch of these teams, say, my D-line coach loves this kid from Louisville. He has just a knack. He knows how to rush. He's really instinctive. So he's going to get opportunities when you're playing with Patrick Mahomes. You're going to be playing with an awful lot of leads, and he's got a chance to do what he does best, which is rush the passer.
So Andy Reid has some gelati to go with his cheeseburgers. You know what I'm saying? Both Ashtons going to the AFC West. Jenkins and gelati. What's up, Andy? Love seeing him.
Cleveland, take him.
Used to be right around here too.
Cleveland's coming up.
Wisconsin on the Holmgren staff. Now he's a surefire Hall of Famer for sure. The Browns' latest pick is in. Then the Raiders and the Patriots are on the clock. It's the third round in 2025 in Green Bay.
The 2025 NFL Draft is brought to you by Lowe's. Score more with the Lowe's app. Download now. And presented by Verizon.
Sanders to the Jags.
By Verizon 5G.
Lowe's knows spring is a chance to prove you've got this whole adult thing down. With the right advice and same-day delivery, you'll have your home feeling all grown up. Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
If you have a small business, you might not know you could be wasting money on your mobile plan, paying for stuff you don't need. Until now. Introducing the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business. Choose exactly what you want and only for what you need.
Brown's got to take him.
With your mobile plan, you can make every dollar count. Right now, get our best price as low as $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. MyBiz plan, only from Verizon Business.
Homes.com, it's the best.
Cannot legally say Homes.com is the best.
Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name? Homes.com is the best.com.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
Funny. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
Voice gone, maybe.
And their
It
families.
might be.
Grandpa served and he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switched saved an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This stuff works on big lawns, small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
A guy I was huge on was Demetrius Knight, but he went to the Bengals. I don't think Shador's ever getting drafted. Bronny James got taken before him. Bryce James got drafted.
Schedule is going to be released right in the middle of May, the Wednesday after Mother's Day, May 14th. Check it out. We'll be breaking it all down. We celebrate paperwork on the night of the schedule release show. I mean, we know where everybody's playing. We know who they're playing. We just don't know the when and on what network.
Update the board.
And then Carson Schlesinger and Quinshon Judkins, the first 3 selections.
Judkins.
Only 5 minutes per pick. There's only 2 picks announced. There's 3 more to come. Jacksonville is back on the clock for the first time.
Other than the number 1 pick, I like the Bears draft.
With the 67th pick in the 2020
Shador!
draft, the
Please.
Browns select
Shador.
Harold
Oh my god.
Bowling Green.
So he's staying in state.
You took a backup tight end.
In-state draftee.
Yeah, they're saving on airfare.
Oh my god.
All in the Midwest here.
Oh my goodness.
Mini Antonio Gates, just in terms of the kind of the waddling running style that he has, where you go. I don't
Vegas, please.
know, man, he sure does
Please,
know
Vegas.
who to play against, and he's excellent with the ball in his hands. They get it to him in all these different creative ways. Joel, when you're watching a player like this, it's a best friend of the quarterback because you can get some easy ones. You can get some easy completions, then watch him go to work, which he did against Penn State and Texas A&M.
Yeah, what I love about him is that he's comfortable in all of those areas. However,
Come on, Raiders. Raiders, save us all. Please. Please. Raiders.
catches. I mean, he led the country in catches. He
It's gotta be the Raiders.
100 yards, highly productive guy. He's got safety in his background. Moved down to tight end and was the man.
And he's listed as a tight end, but Ken Stefanski's going to use him as a move guy.
Please, Raiders, take him.
He's going to be a pass catcher.
Here come the Raiders.
Please, please, please.
58th overall. With Steve Wisniewski back here. Could this
could be it.
Shador Sanders moment?
Fans of Green Bay.
Shador, 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 Shador.
Last pick, I went out there, I almost
Come on, Shador.
no better team sport in the world than professional football. Do you agree? And there are no better fans in the world than NFL fans. Do you agree? I am thrilled to get the privilege to welcome another young man into the Silver
Come on.
I believe he has a commitment to excellence, and we are
Jeez.
thrilled to get with the 68th
Come on.
pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The Las Vegas Raiders select Darian
Oh my god.
Ohio State.
So
Let's go.
Pete Carroll definitely has an influence here, doesn't he, DJ?
Yeah, Rick Rowland 2.0 here.
Long, tall corner.
Yeah, right. That's something he's been able to collect over the years. Ahkello Witherspoon is who he reminded me of with just that size, length, speed. He's a little bit tight, so the fluidity is going to show up. Those issues are going to show up at times versus smaller receivers, but you want a big press corner who can get after people. He can do that, and then he's physical and tough as a tackler. You have to be able to score in this league right now. And CD, this is
Shador's never getting drafted.
fantastic special teams player. He's going to block some kicks.
He only played 7 games at the corner position because he'd been a former wide receiver. Took a long time to crack the lineup. You mentioned his special teams play.
Welcome to the bench, little bro.
Pete Carroll teaches those corners that kick step out on the corner. A little bit different footwork, but the beauty is he's only played 7 games a corner. You're not breaking a lot of bad habits. You're going ahead and really getting a guy that's kind of raw.
You know, in college, everybody graduates early and they go in their spring, of their senior year of high school. He didn't do that. You know why? You're staying back at his high school in Iowa so he could set the Iowa State record in the 400 at, what was it, 46.9. He also won the 200 at 21.7, so he can fly.
Did Tim Dwight hold that or no? Tim Dwight had that record.
Probably had it, but so he actually went to his prom.
Yeah, that's right.
They aren't ready to go anymore.
Maybe the only guy tonight that went to his high school
prom.
Now it's time for the New England. New England's picking at 69, which means Rob Gronkowski is rejoicing somewhere. Here are some top.
Patriots take Shador. You don't have a quarterback. John Cena.
I love it all. I am still milking a bit of a WrestleMania hangover, so you won't see me in Green Bay, but you know what? It's kind of my thing, right? It's okay. It's all right. We still have someone special helping you with the Patriots pick, coming all the way from
Bro, why are they just showing the wall?
London. Is that right? That's right, from London.
Look, I heard London, I heard NFL, and I figured those tickets are going to sell out fast. So, thought I'd come a few months early ahead of the London game.
That's interest for you. Handsome and punctual.
All right, mate. Thank you. Nothing to chit-chat. All right, let's not keep the Patriot fans waiting. Back to Green Bay for the New England's pick.
Why were they just showing the wall?
Time to get this pick.
With the 69th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Kyle Williams, wide receiver, Washington State.
Kyle Williams, a UNLV transfer, who goes to Washington State and lit it up this year. You see where his numbers rank in the country.
Shador.
You can see it on the tape here. Travis Hunter went right by him. He's someone who can win early, CD, and that speed plays. It shows up. It's legitimate. He plays faster than a 4.4 flat, Joel, when you watch him. He's an explosive player.
Yeah, I got to study him pretty extensively preparing for the Holiday Bowl, which I had them in when they played Syracuse. Quarterback in his background, I think that shows up in his instincts and his just overall feel of the field as he is down the field. By the way, highly productive down the field, 17 yards per carry. So CD, he can go get it.
Remember, he helped get UNLV to this place where they are now, and then finished up at Washington State. But you remember when UNLV,
I got you.
What you talked about was hoops. You weren't talking football at all. He helped bring that program to a stage now where Dan Mullen's taken over. Thinks they're going to be pretty good.
All right, here's the Lions, who moved up with Jacksonville all the way from 102.
Whoa. Trade up.
2 threes in next year draft and other considerations. So the Jaguars
Lions traded up.
pick until 88th overall now.
Is this Shador? A trade up for Shador? Trade up for Shador.
You know, 1 year ago on this weekend, I cried because I thought I was going to be a Packer. But the Kings of the NFC North came and saved me. Detroit, baby, one pride.
Wow.
Shador, come on.
Pipe down.
Don't take Revel.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded the 70th pick to the Detroit Lions. Let's see who my future teammate will be. With the 70th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Isaac Sisla, wide receiver, Arkansas. One pride.
And remember, he started his career in Michigan.
So, of course, the Motor City just added a Tesla.
We need Revel.
And this kid is really good from Arkansas.
He began his college career in the state of Michigan, DJ.
Yeah, absolutely. And someone who's a big slot who can elevate and high point the ball down the field. Catch catches a lot of bubbles as well, then you'll see his toughness and physicality after the catch.
All right, New Orleans has to take. Shit, never mind. They took a quarterback. Fudge.
So this is the trade. 2 threes go to Jacksonville, and one of them is Detroit's, and they know they're going to get a compensatory third rounder because Aaron Glenn got hired by the Jets, so they took that and Jacksonville as well. Got a 6th round pick.
Shador hasn't unpicked.
Here comes the Saints pick. And then the Bills, Jets, and Broncos after that.
Shador's not going to Miami.
I'm not Jack.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream here. I would have went all the way, but I should go rest my voice now. But I don't think Shador's going to get drafted, so I'm going to go now. If Shador gets drafted, I'll make a video. But other than that, I'm going to hop out, boys. Thank you all for joining. I gotta go rest now. I'm gonna make videos though. Still. Alright. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I'm out. Peace. Enjoy the rest of the draft.